Hey, what's up? This your girl Nicole Reloaded. How you doing, Planet of the Fakes? Oh my God, they got Outcast. I'm like a little fucking kid, yo. They got Outcast before me. Okay, I gotta turn this up. Oh, I'm sorry. That's how they should have had it. All the main rappers and shit. I wonder, is that the surprise? Let me put my glasses on, girl. Hey, family grind, girl. Y'all gotta turn on the halftime to the Super Bowl. I don't know if y'all can hear it. I don't want my page to get flagged. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by. I'm not going to be on too long. Sitting up here bored, talking to my homegirl, Tara Info. I can't see it. What's his name is up there? Where's my glasses at? Hold on, y'all. I feel stupid. Hold on, y'all. I want to see, what's his name? I used to love this song. I wonder if Andre 3000 will come out. Poor Atlanta been going through nothing but hell. Got R. Kelly freaky deaky ass fucking up shit. Hold on. That's a thick ass white boy, girl. I wonder what's Outkast's surprise. Andre 3000, he didn't come out. Ain't that his name? I don't know who this is. I don't know these white folks. I think it's the dudes that were gonna. Hey y'all. Hey man. Hey Maylene. Hey boo, how you doing? She said, I have my kids home for a week now. I slammed my foot down. Thankfully, Dad got on board and my babies is here. Thank you for all your help. Investigation is officially closed. Praise God. All right, go on, Maylene. Y'all give a round of applause to Maylene. She got her kids back, y'all. It was a blessing to be able to assist you, my sister. Thank you, Jesus. Make sure after the video is over, you post that down in the comments. People need to be aware. I have no problem with providing my assistance to anybody that that needs any help fighting against fraud allegations against CPS. I have no problem with helping you put your foot so far CPS ass. They'll go find somebody else to fuck with. Okay, praise God. Excuse my language, but that makes me feel real good because I haven't heard from you. Praise God, she got her kids back. Hallelujah. That makes me feel good. Hallelujah. She got her kids back, Tara. She got her kids back and got the baby daddy on board. All right. See, all the things that I've been through in life, now I know that they weren't for nothing. All the beatdowns, all the false allegations, all the lies, to be able to help somebody else. That make me want to cry for real. I'm very, very glad. You should see the text I sent CPS. Did you hit her with a Nicole Reloaded 1-2 punch? She said everything is for a purpose. Yep. I got my battle coming up pretty soon. I would have thought these mother effers would have thought. I got you on speaker now, sis, if you want to talk. I got another battle to fight, and this will probably, by the grace of God, be the last of it. So she's okay. She said I sure did. Yeah, she did a Nicole Reloaded on them. Got to talk real proper and hit them with the Constitution and keep repeating it until they get so agitated that they don't even know what to do with you. Okay? The 6th Amendment, the 14th Amendment, leave me alone. Okay? Leave me alone. The 1-2 punch. And we're loaded. Well, shoot, y'all should go ahead and grab y'all something to drink or something, and let's just chit chat and talk. I was wondering about you, girl. I kept checking my mailing. I kept checking my email, and I'm like, I don't know why I've written her email down or a phone number, so I couldn't call and check. And I said, well, you know, and I prayed about it after we got off the phone, and called my prophetess to, you know, raise you and your family up and everything. I know those kids are happy. Give them a kiss from, you know, from Auntie Nicole all the way from Vegas, baby. Give them a kiss. What you laughing at, Planet of the Fakes? And if anybody called in, I did not download the conference app. If anybody want to call in and talk mess, we just having random conversation. I'm sitting up here watching kind of the Super Bowl. My team, the Cowboys, did not go with a sorry ass. oh, that's what you. Oh, okay. Planet of the Fakes laughing at me. What I said. You said hit the with the hell yeah. You slapped CPS with the Constitution, and watch how they boldness and how their arrogance leave the building real quick. I had a CPS worker come to my house at the old place that I was living at about four years ago. Black lady, and she had no kids. And a lot of these motherfreakers that work for CPS, they don't have children. So they don't understand things. You don't let CPS up in your house. If they come to your door, you have a right to reschedule unless they have a warrant. If they don't have no warrant, they'll try to bring the police or whatever to intimidate you. The way your house, you might have a few dishes in the refrigerator and a few clothes on the floor because you organizing clothes about to wash or even donate, and they can write it up and say, you know, so-and-so Nicole Reloaded is a very unkept medication dog fecal matter in the backyard, even though it's in a pile because you about to throw it in the trash. They'll flip and twist all kinds of stuff on you. CPS workers are not your friends. They'll act like they're your friend, but they're not. If they got something on you, they will have a warrant. They just like to use the form of intimidation. They like to use the form of intimidation to fear you and taking your children. And the way that you power pack yourself is to have knowledge and wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You automatically look up the case laws in your state and see how they roll, and you smack them, like I said, in the face with the motherfucking Constitution. Those are your children. They are your property. That's what the Constitution say. Okay? You have a right to, depending on what state you are, in the state of Nevada, corporal punishment, you have a right to tax your kids on their ass if they get out of line. That's just, it is what it is. I'm not advocating beating your kids or nothing, but if they get out of line, start disrespecting you and stuff, sometimes they need five fingers to the face. I mean, a soft 5 fingers to the face. I'm just saying. Well, let me hit y'all with some positivity real quick. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming into the room. It's getting hot in here, y'all. I got to crack open something real nice and cold. Y'all can't hear this.
Brain on drive. Any questions?
Good morning. I ain't got my bonnet job because I'm traveling, but I wanted to give you this morning. This little gem. Stop trying to fight battles that are already won, okay? Get into it. Listen, here's the thing. There are people out there that are going to try to belittle you. They're going to slander you. They're going to lie on you. They're not going to uplift you. They're not going to support you. They're not going to encourage you. They're going to try to speak negativity over your life. And then here you go, trying to defend yourself against the attacks of the enemy. For what? Showing up for a fight that is already won. See my shirt? Just God already got your back. And every time you show up, you pull yourself into the negative drama that people are trying to bring you into. You don't need to be at the fight, sis. Pack up your equipment and go home because God got you covered. And that's what I need you to know this morning. Amen.
Amen. Praise God. Y'all heard what she said. Okay, hold on now. Tasha Kate head ass is popping up on here. Wait a minute. No, Lord, don't show this bitch. No, I'm just playing. Okay, we don't want to see no Tasha K, okay? No Tasha K today. Okay, hold on. Y'all know that I got 4 eyes and still can't see. What'd she say? Hold on. Oh shit, the bad brain on drugs showing up again. Hold on.
This is drugs. uses your brain, Android.
I'm still learning how to use this screen share, so don't roast me too bad. Okay, what she say? Where do I go back up to? Let me see, because you know it'd be loading on the computer slow. She said, I don't think I have. Okay, wait. I don't.
She said they told me they can open an unjustified case that has been called on me in the past. In the past, can be opened if they find possible cause and remove the kids. Then shaking my fucking head.
That's just another form of intimidation. If they had something on you, they would have. It is very, number one, it's very hard for CPS to be able to get a restraining order and to get a warrant. They have to go in front of the judge. They have to have facts, not assumptions. They have to have facts and evidence. And if I'm just from my experience and the knowledge that I know, they would have been in there slapping warrants and shit. They just got angry and trying to use a form of intimidation because you slapped them in the face with the motherfucking Constitution. And when she said that, I would have read that shit again to whoever said that. Do whatever it is that you need to do. And you need to sit down and talk with your kids to tell them if CPS comes up to the school to speak to you, you tell them that you need to speak to my mother. And they don't have to answer anything by law. You need to go speak to my mother or go speak to my father. Because y'all have to be on the same accord, because they would cut his balls off just as well as they'll try to take your coochie lips with them. They shady. And in the state that you live in is one of the most shadiest states that you can live in, fighting CPS. So if they backed off after you read that Constitution, I bet you they were very shocked. They didn't expect you to come at them like that without having no attorney. Okay?
And she said, I know they got nada. She said they ain't got nada. She say, they all the way stupid, and yes, stupid spelled STOOPID. And she laughed, and she said, cause that's how stupid they is.
Yeah, they stupid. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall to see the lady's face. But let me tell you the story about the lady that came to my house. So the lady comes to my house, and I said, I'm just gonna entertain her so I can learn, because this lady ain't gonna leave. I said, so you finally feel today that you have a case that you're gonna uncover some real serious stuff. You actually think that I threw my daughter through a window, broke both of her arms and legs? Why isn't she in the hospital and she just ran down the street? Do you guys, why are you?
She said they already know. And she said her kids aren't answering any questions.
Good.
For them or anything like that. She said their dad, their dad found out and called CPS.
And cursed them out for questioning the kids without our permission. I told you, I have everything recorded, love, every single phone call with them and dad as well. See, and you know what even the bigger blessing is that Mei Ling and see what the devil tries to use for evil. What the devil tried to use for evil, God turned it around. Thank you, Planet of the Fakes. That's a lot coming from you, because he is the investigator king. Y'all want some knowledge? Go to his channel. And he be playing games and stuff, and I'll never win the damn game. Shit. But anyway, let me finish telling y'all what I was going to say. Now, what the devil tried to use for evil, God turned it around and utilized it for good. Mei Ling and her children's father, they weren't really communicating together. So look at now they are communicating, and they're fighting the same enemy. And for the kids to see that is unification, and that is a blessing. All honor goes to the Lord Jesus Christ, because he's good. He might not come when you want him, but he's an on-time God. Yes, he is. Now, what I was going to say is, let me tell you the story about the CPS worker. She was a black lady too. She was young. I said she probably ain't even had an orgasm trying to come up in here and tell me about my kids. So she came to sit down. I told Mei Ling about this too. She came and sit down at my nice, you know, my nice table and everything. And after she started talking, she was like, so do you do drugs? You know, how does it feel to be adopted? You know, is being adopted affect you raising your kids? What the fuck does that got to do with anything? Why are you here, ma'am? But I didn't talk to her like that. I just acted like I was retarded. And I let her waste her breath for about 20 minutes. And every time she asked me a question, I said, are you adopted? She said, no, ma'am, I'm not. I said, oh, okay. Ma'am, are you on drugs? And I said, ma'am, are you on drugs? She was like, no, you keep asking questions. I said, well, I want to ask you questions too. So about 15 minutes of going back and forth, she realized that we weren't going nowhere. And I bust out laughing. And I said, ma'am, I'm sorry that you had to waste your time today. I said, can you do me a favor and look over to the left corner? Do you realize all of this has been videotaped and recorded? Oh, you can't do that. You can't record me. That's illegal. I said, no, in the state of Nevada, as long as I'm aware that I'm recording, I can record your ass. And I said, if you look to your right, you also being recorded from the back and from the front. And I said, you didn't peep on the outside when you first came in here that it says that this house is under 24-hour surveillance? Then I hit her with the Constitution and offered her some coffee. That fat bitch ran out my house so damn fast. Before she even could get to our office, the supervisor called me and apologized for wasting my time, closed the case, and put a red flag on my case. CPS is not allowed to investigate you if you have a court case, if you're fighting child custody or child support. Basically, if the other parent or somebody gets involved and calls them to do that, they're actually supposed to automatically step their ass up out the scene.
And Nicole, she said, that's right. She said, my siblings haven't involved themselves with my children for 5 whole years. She said they did it out of spite, trying to take her down. She said, but she knows she's an amazing mom. And she was saying exactly, they're funny. She said, it's crazy how they try to make you comfortable to talk to them and tell them everything.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yep.
And then she was also saying they was in my home and they fully knew I have surveillance too. They fully knew she had surveillance too. And they only came there twice. So I don't know what they're trying to do to her.
Well, what they were doing, Maylene, is what they unfortunately when they trained them, you know, a lot of them don't actually utilize what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be about family unification, not separation. Family unification, not separation.
Yeah, she's like, they only came to her house twice, and they're making, you know, they basically trying to build a case off that.
Well, if they try to come to your house again, you just respectfully read them the Constitution. The 6th, the 14th, and there's one more. I can't think of it right now. Please forgive me, but I know I already told Maylene what they are. And you just keep reading it. And like I told her, hand them a copy of it if you don't feel like reading it, and shut the door. If they come back with the police, you know what I'm saying, and if they're not gonna close it, this is my suggestion, what you do. If they want to talk to the kids and the kids refuse, have all the kids come downstairs, have them all come downstairs, have them lift up their shirts, turn around, hold their hands up or whatever, so they can see that there's no bruises or anything against them. Hand them the Constitution and send them off on their merry way. You don't have to let them in the house. And it's actually, CPS messed with me for so many years because my kid's father wanted to obtain custody. He used CPS as a form of to continue domestic violence and abuse against me.
Okay, listen, Nicole.
Okay, well, what if? Okay, hold on. Hold on.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
Okay, go ahead and read what she said.
Okay, she said, I cursed them out and ran them off the second time. She said, that's when basically that's when she asked you for that information, forward her the information that you gave her on the 6th Amendment. And what else? She said your dad dropped them off to me last Sunday, and my sister called the cops Monday morning, and I gave them a copy of
there you go.
And brought the kids to the door one by one, and they left.
That's right. She did exactly. See, this is the thing.
And Planet of the States had a question. He said, what if they lie?
They can lie all the time. I've been accused of having sex with my dog, shooting up heroin, sniffing coke, and smoking crack, and fucking all at the same time. People can lie if they want to. CPS, they have an open 24-hour, 365-day out of the year telephone number, so people can use CPS as a form of a weapon. Once you realize whoever snitched on you, because actually if you talk to CPS in the right way, you can actually, they're not supposed to tell you who called, but you can tell if you listen to them by their conversation who possibly made a call on you. Now you can also, yes, they do. Yeah, they do document it. So what? They can document whatever the fuck they want to. The case was unsubstantiated. Okay. It was I mean, like I said, I got accused, and I asked the lady, I said, you are a college graduate. Don't you have enough common sense that it's physically impossible to be shooting up heroin, smoking crack, fucking a dog all at the same time? That's physically impossible. How many arms do you think I have? And who smokes crack anymore? I mean, come on now. But anyway, I got, like I said,
Maylene was saying they have the burden of truth. The phone calls cannot be used. Right?
No, they can't. No, they have to provide the burden of proof, not her. If they had something on Maylene, and if they would have had something on me, they would have been able to kick in the door or waving the 4-4 with a warrant and would have snatched them kids up. They can't do that. Now what happens is because people are not knowledgeable about the amendment, the Constitution, and their rights, they end up thinking that CPS is their friends, and all we want to do is just help you and your kids, and we just want to make sure that you and your kids are happy and healthy. They butter you up to get you to provide them with information that they can build a case. And in the state that she's in the state of Arizona, CPS workers actually get raises for every child that they remove from the home. See, a lot of people don't know things, because it was one lady that I tried to help, but she didn't follow the advice and the knowledge that I gave her. And she opened up and she talked too much, and then she wouldn't try. She couldn't handle it. She tried to kill herself, and they took them kids, and them kids is still a ward of Arizona State. It was just unfortunate. I just wish she would have listened to me. She couldn't handle the fact that they, possibly could take her kids. And I told her they're not going to take them. They're just trying to intimidate you. So when they went to visit their grandmama, the young lady tried to unfortunately kill herself, and then that's when they took her kids. And she couldn't get them back after that because she lost her mind. And that's what they want to do, is use form of intimidation.
She was talking about the magnolium, I can't always know how to pronounce it, but I'm going to say magnolium blue shot, which causes bruising.
Hi, Elite Fitness.
Go ahead, baby.
No, I'm just saying hello to Elite Fitness. How you doing, baby? Thank you for coming by. I'll be by your channel very soon, Love Bug. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, what is Family Grind talking about? I'm talking about the magnolium blue.
The magnolium blue shots, which are causing, well.
No, she said which are confused with bruising.
Which are caused with bruising.
Now that's something new to me. I never heard of that before.
Okay. Well, one more comment from Maylene was if you get to talking and agreeing with the complaint, then they cannot open a case. And the reason you do not speak with
there you go.
them at all, answer no questions.
There you go. The only thing that you say to them is the you know what it is. The only thing you say to them is the Constitution. That's about it. And if you don't want to say that, you hand them a copy of it and say, God bless you, you have a nice day, and you slam the fucking door and keep it pushing.
And she say that emotional fear that your kids are going to be taken is so damn strong, though.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm going to tell you something. I got so darn sick when these people, when they came to my house, and I'm telling you, like, my ex-husband called CPS on me like 40 times. Can you imagine being investigated by CPS 40 times? And it had an effect on my children, because the father had told them, well, now we got your mom in a bind. She can't do nothing. She can't do nothing to you. So they started actually pushing back against me and doing stuff to be able to push me to the edge to where CPS can do something to me. So one day, actually a police officer came out and read the Constitution to them too and said, stop fucking calling CPS on this woman and coming out here wasting our fucking time. One of the times when CPS was called to my house, which was the most devastating, there was a woman that was held at gunpoint being raped by a rapist that was right around the corner from my house. And the police, because kids are more important, there was a CPS call that came in from my ex-husband that said that I was in there once again breaking my kids' arms and legs. And the officer came in. My baby was asleep in her playpen. My oldest daughter was doing her homework, and the other two were asleep. Even the dogs, I had just gave the dogs a bath. The whole house was pretty much spotless. And I'm sitting in the house about to prepare dinner. That officer broke down crying and said, if I would have got to that house first, this woman would not be raped. Whoever this son of a bitch that keeps false flagging CPS to come out here and making these false calls, better hope that I don't catch his ass. Because if I do, I'm going to show him what abuse is. He was and that stuck with me for years, that woman was being raped and brutalized, and that officer could not go there to that house to protect and save that lady.
Yeah, that's horrible.
That weighed, it's still, if I think about it too much, I'll start crying. That weighed on me.
My phone is about to go dead, you guys, but I love you guys in the chat because my shit is at 0%. I'm trying to hang in there for y'all. But listen, I got one more thing to say. Maylene was saying she lost 10 pounds in 1 week behind this shit, and it is so damn sad. And she was saying the Magnolia Blue shot around the baby's bottom got away. Then they got, when they get older, this is what she is talking about. Meaning that's what Family Brown was talking about with the Magnolia Blue shot. But I believe my phone goes out, y'all. I was trying to read it.
Oh Lord, I'm sorry, sis. I'm trying to send you some energy. Charge phone super fast. No.
I'm going through a lot of old percussions over here, y'all. I'm trying to work it out with my family. They getting on my goddamn nerves. I'm trying to hang with you guys in the chat. And I'm trying to read everything. My phone at 1%. It's getting on my goddamn nerves. I'm so sad I'm going to have to leave, y'all.
I love you, Tara. They know that you got nothing but love for them.
For sure, Mama. You know I'll call you tonight.
I know you will.
Yeah, love you, Family Brown. Love you, Maylene. You hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real for them kids because they need you. Who else I'm missing? Elite. Thank you for coming, dropping in. Hey, man, we show you love every time you come in here, and we know you show us love. Who else?
Planet of the Fakes.
I don't know who I'm missing. Planet of the Fakes. Real nigga shit over here, and we surely appreciate you stopping by. We love you so much. If my phone go dead, I just want to say peace to all y'all. One love and blessings, man. Y'all have a blessed night, all right?
I love you, Tara.
All right, since I'm out, and I'll call you tonight.
All right, be careful on your way home.
Okay, you know I'm right up the street. I don't go far.
All right.
All right, love you, baby.
All right, love you too. Bye.
Good night, you guys.
All right, well, thank you. That was our girl Tara. I got a nerve to put the darn call thing. Does anybody want to call in? Maylene, you're more than welcome to call in if you want to, sis. Let me put the get the conference line. I put the conference line up there and then don't even call it because I hate that darn music. I need to email Sean Bradley and ask him, how do you turn that annoying music off? But anyway, okay, my eyes are gone. She helps me read because I can't see, y'all. Okay, where we at? What am I missing? I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. Yeah, the emotions of hold on. Yeah, we around here, like, you know, I created my channel because I wanted to fight up against domestic violence and, you know, false allegations and people, you know, being mistreated and stuff, because it takes a village to raise a family and you have to unify, because when you go through something like that, unless you actually experienced it, a lot of people don't understand. And then you think you might need an attorney, and these attorneys, family law attorneys, are expensive, and you don't want to get no one that just all they want is just some money, because they'll treat you just as bad, and before you know it, the other person that got custody and you owe them extra money and they don't even explain the case to you right. So I think that women and men, I would love to come to my platform and share their stories and stuff like that about, you know, the injustice of the system. See, because it's not about unification, it's about separation, and they're filled with a bunch of lies. And you just got to hold on to God's undying hand. Just like I was telling Maylene, and the reason I wish I had somebody that knew the stuff that I knew, that I know from going through it at the time, because it was very difficult. Very difficult. Very difficult. Because I felt like I was trapped. I'm like, darn, I can't even go play bingo. If I go play bingo or Keno at the casino, that means I abuse my kids. You know, I can't. When I barbecue, I like to marinate my, you know what I'm saying? My food, my meat, I like to marinate it in Old English. I don't drink Old English beer, but I'm like, darn, what if they pop up and see that I can't even marinate my meat right? You know, they asking what type of medications you take. One of the ladies even asked me about who was I having sex with. I said, I know my ex-husband called your ass if you asking me who am I screwing. What does that have to do with my children? I said, ma'am, I have been celibate for years. What are you talking about? So once she started asking me them stupid ass questions, I started asking her ass stupid ass questions. Said, when's the last time you had your bottom knocked out, ma'am? Well, none of her darn business who I was having sex with, even though I wasn't having sex with nobody. And I said, CPS needs to stop wasting their time on false allegations. It costs the taxpayers money when they do shit like that. So let me see. Let's read what's going on in the chat. And it's moving so slow. I can't even tell if anybody is there. Let me see. Okay, we got 5 people in the chat. Can y'all do me a favor? Oh, well, we do got 5 thumbs. Somebody that thumbs down the video. Why somebody gonna thumbs down the video? What did I do to y'all? All we talking about is fighting against CPS. Who could thumbs that down? Fighting CPS. Must be a CPS worker on some shady shit, huh? Or a hating ass mother sucker. Y'all make sure and go and check that you accidentally didn't hit the thumbs down. Oh, hating ass mother suckers. They know they foul for that. God gonna get you for that thumbs down while we trying to help people fight up against domestic violence and false allegations. God watching you too, you slime ball. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. She said, seriously, a CPS work. Yeah, for real. ain't got nothing better to do because they know that I any chance I get, I have no problem with roasting and toasting CPS workers. A lot of them ain't getting no sex, and they be screwing the DA on the low. They all be meeting up, the family attorneys and all of that. They be effing each other and all kinds of stuff. It'd be a lot of stuff that be going on behind the scenes that y'all don't know about. Okay, sis telling me to chill. Don't make me get angry at these retarded mother suckers. But you know, CPS, that's something that's, you know, that I know families that have been affected. You know, CPS took me away from my biological mother when I was a child and ripped my family apart. Me and my sisters were a part of the case down in the large case down in California where they were taking black babies away from their mothers and separating the children down in the late 70s and 80s. And they were also taking the ability away from women to be able to produce and have children. Okay, Meeling said, and they ain't ever gonna get rich. What they doing either living paycheck to paycheck, acting holier than thou. Right, that part. I don't know how some of them sleep at night. There are some, you know, there are some actual good CPS workers though that are out there. Shout out to those that really, really love keeping families together and doing their job the right way and respecting the family unit and unification. Shout out to the good CPS workers that don't come in with that pit bull aggressive mentality to rip families apart like two wild animals fighting over a carcass. Now, see, we came over here to just chat. I never thought, sis, I'm on the, oh, you on the line? Girl, you know you don't have to call in to the conference line, sis. You can actually call my phone number. Look. Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. You want a family grind? Why don't you just call me on my landline? So I can be able to read the chat. Hang up and call me on my house phone. So I can be able to see the chat. I wonder, can she hear me? Hold on. Oh, did she hang up? Oh, okay. She called into. All right. Family grind?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, sis.
Hey, y'all. No, I was just talking stuff.
Hey, hi, Lakeisha Brown. Thank you for coming to the chat. Okay, okay. What did Mei Ling say here? Since she said, and this info isn't going towards helping true child predators and people who hurt children for real. Let me just make that shit clear. Yes, I know that was my biggest has been my biggest argument. And believe me, next year, you know, by the grace of God, thank you for coming into the channel. Lakeisha Brown, thank you for coming. Next year, y'all gonna see some stuff coming from me, because I think that we should actually women and men that have been falsely accused by CPS should create a class action lawsuit. There has been one. I signed up for it, but I don't know what happened with it because I was so stressed out and stuff. If they emailed me and told me to come pick up a check or something, I missed out on that. How you doing, Lakeisha Brown? What you doing this Sunday? Are you watching the Super Bowl? Did Cardi B perform Family Grind?
I didn't see her. I was waiting, and then I jumped on live with you, and I ain't looked at it since.
I know, me neither, girl. And I got the TV right here. I seen Outkast perform. So, well, what's his name? Andre 3000 or whatever. He wasn't up there, but the one black dude was up there dancing and stuff. So, Anyway, so what do you feel, Family Grind, about Maylene coming in and sharing her thoughts about kicking CPS for false allegations in the nuts?
Oh, I think it was awesome. I'm glad she came and shared that, because I think a lot of times we hear the story of people being attacked by CPS, but we don't always hear that positive side of people that have beat those cases. So I think that was awesome. That was a beautiful thing that she came on and shared that story, and also just, gave you a shout out for giving her some tips.
Oh yeah, Maylene, we were in Mona Simone's live, and it was a night that I couldn't sleep. My body was aching me, and I was tossing and turning, and I said, let me get on live and look how God works in mysterious ways. And I ended up calling her and just sharing with her, what I experienced with them. And I just had so much faith and belief that I'm like, if you follow these instructions, you're going to be able to, they're going to leave you alone. And I'm just so thankful to hear about that. Like, God is good, man. This what makes me be thankful to be able to come on live, even if it helps one person. That's not one person, though. That's a whole family. And that's amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing. And that's why I was mentioning Mongolian blue spots, because, I didn't know what those things were,
Yeah, what is that?
So, Mongolian blue spots are rumored to come. So they say, rumor has it that if you have Mongolian blue spots, you are a distant relative of Genghis Khan. Okay? So just during summertime, he conquered some lands and some tribes, and they say that his army would, rape the women and stuff, and that when the babies were born, they would have these marks on them, and they call them Mongolian blue spots. So, and I have a melanated doctor, an Indian doctor, and he put me on to it because one of my second to last child had like 3 of them. And he said, we need to document these. He said, because there have been times when children have been taken away from their parents and accused, their parents were accused with abuse for those blue spots.
What do they look like?
In school settings, and even in hospitals, as bruising. And then my last baby, a lot of babies get them just on the butt, but my kids get them all over. And it's really funny because they're supposed to fade with time, but I have one on my arm that I ended up getting a tattoo over. And my 8-month-old girl, he has one on each shoulder, one on each elbow, one on each knee, all up his butt and back, on his sides and his ankles.
What do they look like? What do they look like?
It's a discoloration of the skin. It's like a bluish, greenish spot.
My kids have that. I thought it was just a birthmark.
Americans and Black Americans tend to have them more than any other race.
Maylene said, thankfully it was an investigation. Yes, sis, I told you that they didn't have an open case. They just were trying to use you so they could open a case. And even if they did, they weren't going to be able to do nothing because you're not abusing your children. She said an entire family, 3 generations of families was being affected in my situation. My dad called his daughter and told them to cut their shit out, and God forbid they disappoint our dad. You know what? And I had told Maylene, I said, you know what? I just had a sense when she explained, you know what I'm saying, what was going on. I said, darn, I hate to say this, but it sounded like, sis on some shady stuff. sometimes even family members, majority of the time, from the statistics standpoint, you'll be very surprised. It be your family that calls CPS on you. They probably jealous because you got all them kids and they can't have kids, or just jealous for whatever, just flat out being evil. You don't have to make a justification for evil. You can't. Just evil is just evil, and you'll be surprised. And they'll take what you share with them, your weaknesses and your strengths, to try to use it against you. You have to be very, very careful who you dance with, because a lot of times you dancing with the devil and don't even know it. The devil don't show up with an ugly face. He show up dressed up in a very nice suit with manicured fingernails and Gucci and whatever else. She said, I already knew, girl. I haven't rocked with them five years solid because they filled with drama and I don't do drama. Yep, it's just pure jealousy. They gonna have to live with that. I'm gonna tell you something. The last time somebody, you know what I'm saying, tried to interfere and call, CPS on the wrong person, God dealt with that person. I'm not saying that person, you know what I'm saying, that God did something bad to him, but I will say that person ended up being hospitalized for 6 months under their own sin in other people's business that they had no right to do so. The Bible says that thou shalt not touch thy anointed. You don't mess with God's children. I might curse and stuff, and God gonna work with me on my tongue, but you don't come messing with me, because God gonna get you. I'm just saying. Go ahead, family grind. You got the floor, sis. I gotta go to the restroom. Excuse me real quick, y'all. Go ahead, sis.
Okay. So the Sixth Amendment states that in all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense.
Read the 14th Amendment.
That's what I'm looking up. That's right, Maylene. You reap what you sow. You're right about that, sis. You're right about that. Now, Maylene, did you use the 14th as well? I'm looking up the 14th now. I gotta forgive me because I'm on my phone and I'm using my phone. I should go sit at my desk and use my computer.
I believe I told her to use 3. I believe it's the 6th, the 4th, and the 14th. Please forgive me, y'all. I'm tired. I usually be up on this, but when I talk to her, how many did you use, Maylene? Because you can read the 14th, and they get real nervous when you read the 14th.
Yep, I'm about to read it, right?
Yeah, okay. So praise God. So I did have it right. The 4th, the 6th, and you read it to him. You read it to him in order. You know what I'm saying? The 4th, you hit him with the 4th, which in layman terms mean that your kids are your property. This is your soul. You can't do that. But go ahead, girl.
Well, the 4th, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know about the 4th.
Yeah, go read the 4th. Read the 4th one first. I'm currently in a situation where I got permanent custody of my nephew, youngest brother's son. I raised him and he'll be 11th on the 12th this month. His mom just told me she's suing me for custody. Okay, Amazon Cutie, I'm gonna have to talk to you about that. I'm gonna have to reach out to somebody, and I need more details. I'm currently in a situation where I got permanent custody of my nephew, youngest brother's son. I raised him. How long have you had custody of him? Go ahead, sis, and read the 4th and then the 14th Amendment.
Okay, so the 4th Amendment says the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue
the things that are seized when you're reading this to CPS is your children. That's what they're trying to seize. Your children are your property. I mean, I don't mean that in like a, you know, a negative way, like they're not human, but basically how it was explained to me by the police and a judge that my children are my property. They belong to me. I gave birth to them. They're mine. All right, now go ahead and read the 14th, and this is what really pisses them off.
The 14th Amendment says, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the law.
Booyah! That's your smoking gun. After that, that's when they start. That's when they start doing this family grand. That's all, folks. And in my opinion, I think that anybody that has children should be aware of the 4th, the 6th, and the 14th Amendment, that they should have a copy of that in a car. If you have custody orders, that you should have a copy of that in your car, because you never know. Okay? Because because what is the saying, sis? If I stay ready, I don't gotta get ready. If you already prepared, you don't got to be scrounging around. And I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot of people out there that be hating and stuff like that. And they might know this information, but to just see you squirm because they had to squirm, they won't share with you what I'm sharing with you. People will charge you hundreds upon thousands of dollars of what I'm sharing with you. This is legal advice. But I am not, nor am I saying that I am, you know what I'm saying? That I work for the courts or a paralegal or anything. I'm just speaking from what I experienced. And I have a right to advocate for my sisters and brothers against false allegations. My experience in me being harassed by CPS, I have a right to share that with whomever I choose to. Okay? Get the Constitution, the freedom of speech, biscuit. All right, sis, can you see the chat? My eyes are starting to blur up. I'm sorry, you guys. Sis gonna get some new glasses. Sis gonna get some new glasses, y'all. Don't roast me.
Amazon Cutie, welcome. Amazon Cutie says, I'm currently in a situation where I got permanent custody of my nephew. Youngest brother's son. Okay, that was what you were reading. Sorry about that, you guys. I wasn't looking at the chat. Okay.
I want to know. I want to know. I'm sorry to cut you off. Family Grind is reading the chat. You guys, please forgive me. She's my eyes. I want to know. Amazon Cutie. Why don't you, do you have guardianship? I know that you have, you stated that you have permanent custody, but custody orders, unfortunately, can always be changed. Anybody can take you to court for whatever. It doesn't mean that they're going to win. And I want people to realize that. Just because somebody's going to take you to court does not mean that they're going to win. If I were you, since you already have permanent custody, I will go and apply to get guardianship of your nephew too. She needs to apply for guardianship.
Okay, so Amazon Cutie says she abandoned him at 4 months old. She took him out of town and left him on someone's porch. And he wasn't found for 3 days. The fact that he survived is amazing. Long and exhausting story, sis. Wow.
Oh my God.
She getting that baby back.
Nope. If she comes to the courts and she can show the courts that she's established she messed up, she shows that she's sorry at the minimum. At the minimum, they'll give her visitations because the visitations with the child. How old is the child now? Because depending on what state you're in, I know in the state of Nevada, if the child is 13 years old or whatever, they'll allow the child to testify. Oh, perfect age. All right. Now, in some states, depending on, he's about to be 12 years old. Okay. In some states, it depends on what state that you're in, that they'll let children, will let children testify. Usually what they do is okay, you go first when somebody submits a complaint. I hope Amazon Cutie that you came back with a response to her claim. Then you guys will end up going to court. I'm sorry that you're going through this, sis. Just make sure that you answer to her claim. You answer to her claim, and usually I'll give you the short end of what might happen from my experience. I'm not guaranteed that this will happen, but usually, I'm sorry. You and her both will appear in court, and then the judge will probably order maybe mediation, where you and her might have to go to mediation and discuss things. It just depends on your state.
Yeah, it does depend on
every state is different.
Yeah, they might request that they co-parent as well.
Right. They might. And she has a right if she's had this baby all of her life, but what the mother's argument is going to be is that I am that natural child's mother. But I'll tell you something, in every state, even out of the country, okay, even in Africa, judges do not like breaking up children from their normal routine. Psychologists, psychiatrists, social workers, they all know that. That could be devastating to a child. So what they're going to want the mother to see, I know this is your child. Yes, you made mistakes many years ago. You're trying to build a relationship with with this child. And this child is at an age to where the child can say, I don't want to. But you, Amazon Cutie, are going to have to, which is the hardest part, is to encourage. Because what the courts want is for the parent or guardian that is most open to the child to be able to see other family members that are, a part of their, you get what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry if it's not coming out right. The courts they're not about separation. They're about unification. So if the biological blood mother wants to have some form of a relationship with the child, the court is a possibility that they can utilize that. But the thing is, the court is not going to disrupt this child's life just because this selfish ass mother is ready to come in and disrupt this child's life. Am I making sense, Family Grind?
Yeah, you're making sense. And I'm sitting over here holding my 8-month-old son, and I couldn't imagine leaving a helpless baby on a random porch, and he's sitting out there for 3 days. Never. Made me want to kiss my boo-boo. She said, I most certainly will.
Yeah, tell her, Amazon, you got Amazon Cutie, you got my email, sis. You give me your phone number and we'll sit down and look at the laws and stuff. And I always suggest that if in situations like this, I would obtain an attorney in your state so he or she can update you on the laws. Or if you are strong enough and knowledgeable enough, go to a paralegal, have them, which this is more affordable, have the parent find you a kick-ass paralegal to respond to whatever she served you with, to respond to the claimant or whatever. And then the day that you're supposed to go to court, you can have the attorney go in and basically stand in there and speak for you, which can save you like $2,500. Because if they got to prepare it, get the person served, write it all up and all this other stuff, you're talking about $5,000 for a custody case. Okay, she's writing. Okay, sis, hold on. Can you guys hear Family Grind? Please press 1 in the chat if you can hear her. Family Grind, are you still there, sis?
Yes, I am, sis.
And if anybody wants to call in, just let me know that you're calling in, and I will bring up the line. I just don't want my cell phone to go dead, and I don't want to hear that stupid holding music. It's annoying.
It really is.
I hate to hear about this kind of.
Amazon Cutie says she will fight for him until her last breath. She says that the mom stated that the child is supposed to call and check on her, but she's the adult. He said he wants to stay with me, and she was pissed. Then Amazon Cutie said she said he will get over it. Basically, she just had another baby, and I refused to babysit. So it's quiet. So it's out of sight. Wow, she should get.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. So she didn't have. Okay, so the mama didn't had another. So the mama didn't had another child and wants you to babysit, but she want custody of the son. That don't even make sense. At worst case scenario, I would just always say, get the young man, get him a cell phone with the phone number, and that's between him and her. Do not interfere if they trying to talk to each other or not, because I can bust out a court. Let me get something for y'all.
And then to Amazon Cutie, I would start a journal and just start journaling.
Oh yeah.
Or start a Word document or a book or something.
I'm glad that she said that. Yep.
Anything she says, any of that fugazi that she's speaking out of her mouth, just document all of that. Because I'm actually in a situation trying to get established permanency for a small relative, and the foster mom wilding out. She wants to adopt him. She doesn't want me and my husband to have him, and we going to war. You know,
right. Yes, this is war.
I'm not battling HSD. I'm in a battle with the foster mom, trying to, bring about allegations of spanking and just all kinds of stuff. And he mentioned some things that her older teenage children have been doing to him, and I reported that to him. Sure did. So I know exactly where what type of situation you're dealing with. That's all. It's out of spite. It's jealousy, it's envy, and it's guilt above all things.
And it's not about the kids, because it's not about the kids. That young man is at the age where he can speak for himself. And judges are not about coming in and ripping kids out of their normal schedule, because it's detrimental to their psyche. They shouldn't have to be put in positions like that. So usually what they'll do is they'll basically bring the child in, not to testify before it's set for trial, because she might even back up after you go to they'll do a kid's an interview for the child, and the child will go in without you. You know what I'm saying? Don't bad talk to mama. Don't, regardless if you dislike her, or not, don't do that. Even though it's hard, tell it to Jesus in your closet by yourself. Regardless of what she did, people deserve to have a second chance. I'm just telling you how the courts look at it. That's just how the courts look at it. Okay. Here, let me read y'all something real quick. Oh, Lord Jesus, I see, girl, I'm gonna have to get more than this little raggedy ass Obama phone, because my sisters out here, and my sisters in the YouTube streets need Nicole to help them to be able to kick ass. My daddy didn't spend $30,000 on an attorney for nothing.
I got a hashtag that Obama phone. Girl, you wild out with that.
Man, that phone little as a teeny ass phone. That little bitty ass baby phone. It don't break though. You know.
Break no kids. Got one of them nice phones. She got her break. No, but yeah.
I'm trying to find something for her.
So what's going on with this government shutdown? So they open the government back up, but they're going to shut it back down again.
If the Democrats and the Republicans don't come to some form of agreement, Donald Trump is going to shut the government down again. That's what I last seen or whatever, which is going to affect, people, possibly could affect Social Security, people that are on housing, so on and so forth, and the same people that didn't get paid. I believe Nancy Pelosi, there's no money in the budget for a $8 billion wall. There does need to be some, you know what I'm saying? They do need to come to some type of agreement, because there's a lot of illegals that are coming over here and they're utilizing benefits and taking away from the American people. They get housing and food stamps and welfare and babysitters and stuff quicker than people that, immigrants, I feel, sometimes get treated better than veterans.
Well, I got mixed emotions because I got some.
And I'm not talking about the people that come over here and really are, you know what I'm saying, really want to help and be a part. See, the thing is, people are mad at immigrants because they come over here smart and they utilize the programs that we don't. That's the damn problem. We need to start utilizing these programs and stuff that are out there and get grants to fund and feed our own families, so we don't need the government. We need to stand together and start helping each other out. Soon as the Section 8 waiting list open up, somebody know about it, and they keep it hush hush, and they just tell their cousin JoJo and Bobo. They don't want nobody else to know about it.
Speaking of Section 8, I've actually seen some false narratives spinning around about Section 8. A lot of people are saying that people are going to get evicted. I mean, a landlord can exercise the right to evict someone. But here's the deal, and I think, sometimes people got to do a lot of research.
Well, go ahead, because I can speak on that. I can speak on that.
Throwing this out there for anyone that might hear this that did not know this. When you're under Section 8 in housing, the landlord enters into a contractual agreement
with the housing authority.
With HUD. Okay, we're talking about the feds, because if you're accepting HUD funding, because housing authority, Section 8, subsidized housing, all that stuff, WIDA, HUD funding, you enter into a contractual agreement, okay, to accept their money. And when you accept their money, you have to also accept their terms, okay, the terms, okay. And so when they enter into that contractual agreement with, say, the local housing authority or whatnot, sorry, you guys, just a second. So if that person, that participant, that client of, say, housing authority, let's just say housing authority deems them at such a low income that housing authority has to cover 100% of their rent. The landlord cannot evict them.
No, they cannot. And if they do, they will automatically be terminated. They will automatically be terminated from the program.
Listen, HUD will sue landlords when it comes down to it. Trust and believe it. For a breach of contract. Trust and believe it. I'm not going to give too much specific detail, but I work in that.
You know what? We should do a separate video about that, about Section 8 and also people that are on, you know what I'm saying, on disability and so on and so forth. Go ahead. No, what I was going to say is they can't evict you.
You're paying, let's just say you're paying, say your rent is $650, but you have to pay $125 a month, and then housing authority.
Girl, who rent is $625? I know ain't nobody over here listening. They rent $625. Girl, this ain't the 80s.
Oh, girl, y'all gotta come around to the Midwest for that type of
Girl, what the house got a door with no knob? Yo, that
no, not at all.
girl, $1,750 around here.
I'm telling you what I know, not at all. It just depends.
By the way, can y'all cash app me? Look at it.
The area. The cost of living is what drives, you know, I mean, it's just, you know how inflation works, sis. You know how
Yeah, I know.
macro, micro works. You know, it's just really based on the you know, cost of living, and then the federal minimum wage amount. So, you know, all that kind of, that domino effect, you know, everything kind of affects everything else. So, yeah, there are areas where, yeah, you can get a house and pay $650. And it ain't.
Damn, sis, you.
No,
Mine is 5.7. Wait, hold on.
but it ain't no trailer trash, hole in the wall, Mississippi.
Girl, shit, I probably need to go. Amazon Cutie says $625. I wish. I know, me too. And see, look, there's a lot of stigma too behind Section 8. People actually be thinking that people on Section 8 be paying $1 and $2. That is not true. Okay, I know people that they rent is 12. You know what I'm saying? Is $2,000 a month, and their portion is like 19, like almost 1950. As long as you're approved for 1 penny, you can be on Section 8. Period.
Well, but see, again, sis, that's when you have people that create uninformed commentary.
Well, the haters.
Emotions is what they heard and not based on facts. Because I'm gonna tell you, there is a stigma with people. I used to be on housing. I worked hard to get myself off of those types of assistance, but I did utilize them while I was at college.
And don't they keep you as soon as you get?
And I really couldn't really work. I mean, I did work and study, but I could not work like a normal, you know what I'm saying, employment position and study and stuff. So I found me a work study job, and they paid me like, it was between $10 and $12 an hour. And I used to sit at a desk and got paid to do my homework. You hear me? You heard me?
Right. Well, I mean, but the thing is, though, too, these programs, what a lot of people don't realize is they keep you somewhat in a financial bind. As soon as you get a little bit of coin to get yourself out of debt, your rent is automatically raised. So the money that you get, unless you get a significant increase, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's the part where it keeps a lot of people stagnant. And sometimes it's like, darn, well, if I end up getting this job, this second job, so I can pay for daycare, they're going to raise my rent difference to, you know, 1,000 versus me paying 500. And I'm in a worse position than when I was paying 500. Now I got to pay double for, you know what I'm saying, the increase for the child care and all that other stuff. So a lot, and they do that to push people off of programs, which I do get it and understand. But what about people that are on disability, that are permanently disabled? What about veterans? You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. You know, dealing with children that have, you know.
Now, listen, there is funding that is set aside specifically for veterans. You know what I'm saying? Veterans are pretty much protected now.
But there's a lot of veterans out here in Vegas that are complaining.
There's a lot. Hold on, I'm just responding to.
Let's go over the comment.
So if I just re-signed the contract with the landlord in Section 8 in October, but now the landlord wants to sell the house and is asking I move out by March 31st, is that breaking the contract?
Okay.
So I have to move now.
I know how to answer this question.
It's not considered eviction. So what you're going to have to find out, and you can also check whatever. We have federal laws that
I can answer this question. I can answer this question.
Well, you know, it varies by state.
I know, but I can answer this question because the laws are the same. It's a federal government program. When it comes to selling a home, the lady has a right to sell. She has a right to sell her home. See, okay. She has a right to sell her home. She has to give you 90 days. If she does not give you 90 days, the bank has to give you money to move, period. I just asked an inspector this question the other day. If you're not disabled, they get 60 days. If you are disabled, you get 90 days. What you need to do is you need to write, okay, when she told you that, you need to write her a letter. I forgot what the letter is called, sister. You know what I'm talking about? I would have to call my sister. But basically, when you write, you need to write her a letter stating that, you know, due to being, you know, disabled, you know, blah, 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 that the state provides me provides me 90 days to be able to relocate to another residence. Also, find out what bank or whatever this lady's, you know, dealing with, because if this lady is behind on her payments, she can get into a whole lot of trouble. And what you need to do is go on to Arizona, go on to, you know, what is the website's called, sis? You know, like if I go on to my website, it's the Clark County, right? Where you go, where you can look to see if people are, if they've been married, you know, if they're married, if they're divorced, where you can look up all the stuff, if people are current on their taxes, all of that stuff. You can go online in your state. All of this is public record. Go on Arizona's, I don't know what the website is called, but you go online.
What I was suggesting just is a very easy. Now, if she wants to do her own research and go in that direction, she can do that. But she can also reach out to her local fair housing authority and fair housing.
No, what she needs to do is contact her caseworker, and her caseworker will give her instructions and ask the caseworker. If the caseworker is giving you a difficult time in a runaround, she needs to respond to this letter, is what I'm trying to say. She needs to respond to this lady in a letter and a certified.
I'm not disputing that.
Let me call my.
Fair housing is a resource.
Because I went through this, sis, remember?
No, I'm not saying that you did it, sis. I was just saying that the laws vary by state. That's
right.
What state she was coming out of. So I was giving her more generalized.
Right. No, you're 100% right, sis. But I asked the guy, I said, is that statewide? And he said, yes. It's not. If she's disabled, 90 days. She just needs to respond to the landlord.
No, if he said it's statewide, that means throughout your state.
No, I mean, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It's federal. That's 90 days throughout every state. She's disabled. She has 90 days. That lady has to give her 90 days. And if she breaks the lease, she cannot rent no longer to anybody on Section 8 ever again. That law is pretty much the same, sis, because they redid it. I don't know all the legal terminology. I wasn't expecting her to ask that or whatever, but sis, continue letting her know what she needs to do, because Family Grind, sis is on point. She's on point. 100. Go ahead, family. Let me reach out to somebody real quick.
I was responding to her in this chat. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
No, because I had said that, you know, selling the property is not considered eviction.
No, it's not.
She says, I know it's not an eviction. She says, but are the landlords breaking contracts?
Yes.
They're not.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
It depends on how they go about.
Hello? No.
That's the thing.
Hello? Hey, miss.
And so that's why I'm saying check specifically into your state and your locals and whatever city that you live in, because you'll get more detailed information concerning what they're allowed to do. Because remember, those federal laws are filtered down into states and they're interpreted differently. There are specific guidelines, though, that the states cannot, you not a break or bypass or anything like that. So you're absolutely correct. Because I do actually know of a situation where a landlord was barred from working with Section 8, working with housing authority. They were no longer able to rent to people who are on Section 8. So
what is the name of that letter? The woman lives in Arizona. What site does she need to go to make sure that this woman is current on her home and taxes and all of that, because that can actually help her. Hold on, hold on really quick, Family Grind. I have my sister on the phone. She's going to give you, and she's tired, she's going to give you some brief information, Mei-Ling, in regards to what you're doing and about the letter. Thank you, Nisi Poo. Go ahead, sis.
You go to the county assessment page, so you go to whatever county you're in, and it's called the assessor's page, and it basically gives you the tax information, and you type in either the parcel code or the house number, and then it'll give you information on whether or not taxes are paid and who's on the title of the house. And if it's not there, sometimes it's private. You have to go down to the county because all of it is public information. But sometimes they don't want it online. You have to go to the county and look for it. So you can get a copy of it from there too.
Can you explain to her the letter that she needs to write her landlord in response to her saying that she needs her to move?
It's basically you're basically stating your case and saying, like, you know, because of they're asking you to move, and because of the Disability Act, you have 90 days to move. Is it 90 or 60?
It's 90.
Counties. Is she in Vegas with you?
No, she's in Arizona. It's 90 days.
It might be different. It might be. You just might want to verify that.
Okay.
I don't know if it's federal.
It's federal from what the investigator.
Yeah.
The investigator told me the other day that it's 90 days across the board.
Yeah. So you could find whatever Disability Act that is, and you do a rebuttal. Just stating that based on, you know, you have 90, because of the law, you have 90 days to
be able to relocate, to move out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, sis. I know you sound all sleepy and stuff. I'll give you a call when this live is over. I appreciate you doing that. This is my sister, Nisi Poo, my oldest sister, and she'll beat me up if I don't explain things right. All right. Thanks, sis. All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you.
All right. Go ahead, Family Grind. Family Grind, you there? Okay. Mei-Ling, can y'all press a 1 in the chat if you heard the advice that my sister gave? She said just make sure you verify your state. But from the information that I just received, he said that it was 90 days across the board. And I asked an investigator, if they have you move, if they try to put you out too soon and the person is selling the house, the bank has to give you money for you to be able to relocate under a short notice like that. And if the landlord does not comply in regards to that, you make sure with the housing authority, with the Section 8 voucher home choice program, that individual will not be able to rent ever again. In some cases, some landlords don't care. So it just depends. Because Section 8 is a federally funded program. Okay, you were able to hear her? Okay. Is Amazon Cutie still here? Did she step out? I feel so bad. I'm so behind on the comments. I feel bad. I don't know how far I need to go back. This computer is so slow when it comes to the comments. Okay, I don't want Amazon Cutie to feel as if she was being ignored. Y'all make sure y'all do me a favor and hit that like button, and y'all share. Thank you, Planet of the Apes. I keep saying Planet of the Apes. I'm sorry. Planet of the Fakes. Planet of the Fakes. The best CSI investigator on YouTube. We're going to trend the internet. Who is that, y'all? Because they say I sound like her. We're going to trend the motherfucking internet. Ha ha. Woo! Who is that? Oh, Lord. I am so thankful and blessed by God to have sisters around me that are knowledgeable, number one, with education, and as well knowledgeable with wisdom and experience. Because it's a lot of stuff that's going on. And, you know, a lot of this stuff can cost a lot of money with the government shutdown and, you know, people are frustrated. But this is the year of prosperity. And what is owed to you will be given to you. You just have to trust in God's undying hand. Okay? Faith without works is dead. Okay? You have to hold on to God's undying hand. And anybody that's not there for you, that wants to support you and be there for you, you remove them out of your life because they're nothing but dead weight. The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That's what he does. Now, I'm glad that Family Grind gave you that information because, like she said, in different states, it can be different. But I did ask an investigator the other day, and he said it's federal. They can't just do that to you. But like Family Grind said, you know, it could be some state stuff that can get involved, you know, or, you know, whatever. But I will look to see if this woman is actually really selling her house. You can, what is the name of that that site? Just Google the address where you live and see if she has it up for sale. Regardless if she's selling it or not, she could be saying that just to get you to move out the house because she doesn't want to deal with it anymore due to the government shutdown and out of fear of not being paid. So,
okay, so I wanted to say something else to me. There is a program with Section 8 where you have to request it from your workers. And you can enroll in that program where they will match whatever you put in to this pot. And when you transition or exit off that program, that money will be used to help buy you a house. Now, I'm going to tell you, my mom had been telling me about that long before I ever got on housing. She kept telling me year after year while I was on it. And I kept saying, I'm going to do it, Mom. I'm going to do it. And I never did.
I know what you're talking. It's the self-sufficient. It's called the self-sufficiency program. It's called the self-sufficiency program. The thing is with the self-sufficiency program, sis, if a person is disabled, she needs to speak with someone that can help her because I actually want someone to help. You know what I'm saying? Give me the knowledge if I can get on that program in the future. Because usually it's for people that have jobs and that are working or part-time, and basically you come up with a goal and you set a year or 2 year. So whatever your rent is, the housing authority, if your rent is $550, they'll match you $550. Once you meet that goal within a year or 2 years or 3 years, you meet that goal, they will release that money to you to either buy a house, to restore your credit, whatever you set up with the self-sufficiency program, whatever that goal is. It could be to buy a house. It could be to buy a car. It could be to get your credit in order. But go ahead, Family Grind. I'm sorry. I'm being rude, sis. I'm sorry I'm cutting you off. I'm sorry, sis. Girl, your badass dog over here humping the neighbor's dog. Yeah, I'm talking about you. She's gonna come in here, Bart. But go ahead, finish telling her about what your mom said about the self-sufficiency program, sis.
No. It's just a good program to take advantage of. But see, you know how they set it up, where you have to know about it to request.
That's true.
It's not something that's freely given, but if you have the opportunity to speak with your caseworker, I would definitely do that from this point on. And me said that she wasn't trying to like go to war with her. She's been talking to her about it for years. So
okay, I'm not trying to fight. No, that's not fighting her. That letter will just protect you, because if you do not move out of that house in the time that you have to move out, your Section 8 will be terminated. Who said somebody was spamming?
I know, I was just thinking that, like, what?
Who said, did the Nightbot finally come in here? Who said anything about spamming? I need to reach out to the Planet of the Fake so he can show me. Lockhead also told me she'll show me how to use the Nightbot. The Nightbot will spam. Will say you spamming, but no, you didn't, girl. Put hashtag the Obama fault. No, you didn't, sis. She said hashtag the Obama fault. Oh, Lord. You know what, Family Grind? Why do you think that they keep these programs and stuff hidden from us? Why do they do that?
Well, because it limits cost.
Mm-hmm.
It lowers cost. If you advertise it publicly, like in the newspaper or in a commercial or something, everybody's going to tap into it.
Oh, the Nightbot is on there? Wait, hold on. The Nightbot?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm sorry, sis. Is the Nightbot in the room? I don't see no Nightbot.
Me either.
Where's the Nightbot at? You come face me, Nightbot. Where are you? Your daddy. I don't even see the Nightbot.
Me either.
Please don't tell me I didn't program the Nightbot to... The Nightbot up in here? You don't see it neither?
No, I don't even know what that is.
The Nightbot is basically another, it's a moderator. I programmed it, but... Oh, hey, Glam Beauty. Oh, Glam Beauty came by. Y'all make sure y'all... Hi, everyone. How y'all doing today? Thank you, Glam Beauty, for coming in. Wait, Amazon Cutie, the Nightbot is in here? What is it saying? Let me go and look on another device. I don't see no damn.
Wow.
I don't even know how to turn it off.
Yeah, I don't see it at all. In response to Maylene, that's why I was suggesting giving that phone number a call and talk to your Fair Housing Authority. They're separate from Section 8 of housing. They teach people the laws of, the HUD laws, FEDA laws, things of that nature. So I would just give them a call to just kind of see what they say. You can also reach out to, I would also suggest that you reach out to your housing authority worker as well. But it really depends on the state, because there can be a loophole in the law that the landlord can benefit from that, and you will suffer from it. And
she said the Nightbot told her.
That's why I was just suggesting that you reach out and find the
Where's the Nightbot?
area.
Where is I don't even know how to. She said the Nightbot is. I don't even see it. How can I control it if I can't see it?
That's why it's called Nightbot.
No, the Nightbot's supposed to come on in the chat where I can see him. Okay, is the Nightbot giving like any instructions? Okay, well, I know the Nightbot don't like multiple emojis. I don't know how to control the damn. I don't even know how to turn it off, y'all. Hold on.
Nicole, Maylene, I'm sorry, I called you earlier. I apologize. Maylene said, okay, thank you so much. I'll call them in the morning. I reached out to my worker and she hasn't called back. And that's exactly why I'm suggesting, recommending that you contact Fair House. Because they will tell you for sure.
And request to speak to a supervisor. Because your worker has a supervisor.
Yeah.
They're supposed to respond to you back within at least 72 hours.
And we know that don't always happen.
No, that's why she can go and say she needs to speak to a supervisor. Because they get behind on cases and they get overloaded and so on and so forth.
And you have to remember too, housing authority is not there to enforce the law or any statutes or anything like that. Or they're not there to do that. They're there to allocate HUD funding to provide housing assistance, financial housing or rental assistance. So for her to get down to the legalities of it, she can get information from her workers, but it's best, I advise everyone, when it comes to fair housing, if you have a landlord that refuses to make repair, and you've been on time and you're not behind on your rent, even if you are, but if you have serious water damage or electrical issues or just broken stairs, things that are a hazard to your health or your children's health, and then with you being disabled, and that landlord is refusing to fix things, and this is just an example, you can contact Fair Housing. Fair Housing has the authority to actually take your rent payments and hold them until the landlord makes the repair. So that's why I'm saying fair housing ain't nothing to play with. And a lot of people are not aware of fair housing authority. So that's why I'm telling you that there are a lot of resources when dealing with fair housing.
Amazon Cutie, did it block any of your messages that you typed in? Why can't I see the Nightbot? I don't even know how to. I'm frustrated. Let me see if I try something and see if it would expose itself. Let me see. I don't even know how to turn it off. See, that's what I get for trying to step my game up. Is our brother Planet of the Fake still in here? If he's still, if you still in here, brother, how do I control the Nightbot? I don't know how to control it. Amazon commented with an emoji and it said for Amazon to stop spam. Yeah, it'd be hating on if you show like more than one emoji, it'll say that you're spamming. And the Nightbot will block people and stuff. Oh Lord, the Nightbot is attacking us, sis. How we get rid of this nigga? Yo, I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. And I'm trying to scroll on this thing and it's not letting me read. Oh, Lord. Girl. Got a Nightbot in the room and the Nightbot not even saying nothing. I mean, where I can't even see him. He didn't pop. Is he there? What is he doing? Maybe I put him on.
Don't worry about it. He showed up one time.
Yo, that sounds like my child support payments. It showed up one time and that was it. See, and it says on the dashboard that I don't know how to use this thing. See, it got even, okay, it's okay. It's saying Amazon Cutie. Okay, it timed her out for 5 seconds. Okay, but how do Outspoken, it timed her. Outspoken was in the room and it timed her. It's timing everybody out. Damn, Outspoken, are you there or did it block her? I don't know how to turn this off, girl. The Nightbot didn't like block like 5 people. I don't know how to turn him off. Outspoken came in. I'll just read it. Outspoken timed out for 5 seconds by Nightbot for posting caps. She said, congratulations. I don't know. The Nightbot's a hater. She said, congratulations at Nicole Reloaded for hitting 2K. But I don't know how to turn his ass off. Oh, Jesus. Lockhead boss lady, where you at? Nightbot, why are you doing this to me? It says I have 0. It didn't timed out 104. I'm confused. Oh, Lord, girl, no wonder I ain't seen nobody. It's been timing out people and all kinds of shit. Yeah, I didn't program this thing and it's not even showing his face though. Like it's supposed to come. Girl, that's why nobody showed up in the other live. This mother freaker done timed out like, oh my goodness. It timed out 210 messages. That's fucked up. No wonder ain't nobody been over here. They probably blocked. God damn. Okay.
Go stay off that Nightbot. Get rid of him.
I don't know how. I don't know how.
We gotta Google it. Let me go. I'm gonna turn on the computer and Google it. Oh my goodness.
I want the Nightbot because the Nightbot will put in my links and you know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe you give it. Maybe is there a setting where you can?
I probably gave him too much power.
Right.
Okay, let me see if it'll come up if I put this in here. Because it has instructions. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to share with y'all something too. What y'all think about this? Real quick while we're talking. Hold on. This is the Atlanta Black Star. I love looking them up. They're always providing some good information. It's a website. It's called Atlanta Black Star. Here, y'all peep this real quick while we try to figure out the how to get rid of the Nightbot hating and blocking people. I'm sorry, Outspoken One. I gotta find her to tell her I'm so sorry that happened to her. She probably pissed off.
Best-selling author and activist. Marianne, thank you so much for being with us. You are well known to millions of people who have read your books, including A Return to Love, but some people who follow politics closely might not have seen you. So I want them to get familiar with where you're coming from politically. You have said we have a problem with the psychological fabric of our country, as a low-level emotional civil war has begun in too many ways to rip us apart. In order to deal with that, we must address it on the level of our internal being. That's on your campaign website. So how exactly does a president address this?
We need a moral and a spiritual awakening in this country, and nothing short of that is adequate to really fundamentally change the patterns of our political dysfunction. There are many things we need to discuss, many things we need to name. We have an economic and amoral economic system. We need to discuss this. We have millions of American children who are living in chronic despair and trauma. We need to discuss this. We have systemic racism, layers of systemic racism that are actually leftovers from slavery. We need to discuss this. And while we're good at preparing for war, we do not wage peace on the levels we need to. We need to discuss this. You know, Franklin Roosevelt said that the administrative aspects of being president were secondary. What really matters, he says, is moral leadership. We need someone to articulate what's really happening, the deeper levels of our moral dysfunction. I have had a 35-year career in naming and transforming those dynamics. And I think that that's my qualification for the presidency at this time.
Your campaign has a number of proposals already out there listed on your website, some very specific. You call for universal health care, Medicare for all, make permanent the middle class tax cut, provide free higher education, including free tuition for public colleges, introduce government support for children's services, establish a Green New Deal. All of these, in some cases, sound like many of the policies for the progressive wing of the Democratic Party. Do you feel it's necessary to come up with a way to pay for these all?
Well, that's such a canard in this country. Anytime somebody wants to have a $2 trillion tax cut where you give 83 cents of a dollar to the richest among us, nobody's supposed to ask, how are you going to pay for that? Anytime somebody wants to have a $2 trillion war that turns out to be the biggest foreign policy blunder in our history, nobody's supposed to ask, how are you going to pay for that? The truth of the matter is every dollar that we invest in education is money we are investing in our economy. If you really want a vibrant economic system, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you take care of your children today. Our current economic system does not lead to a vibrant economy. It leeches when you have short-term profit maximization for huge corporations as your bottom line. You're allowing market forces to replace democracy as your organizing principle for your society. You're not building a strong economy, and we need to name that, see that for what it is. It is propaganda that serves a veiled aristocratic system. We want, of course, a vibrant economy in the United States. What you do is unleash the creativity and the productivity of the American people.
You know, it's interesting. Again, some of these policies, not too dissimilar to what Bernie Sanders ran on 4 years ago, and you supported him in the Democratic primary
Absolutely.
4 years ago. Why haven't you waited to see if he jumps in before declaring your own candidacy?
I certainly agree with many of the things that Bernie Sanders says, many of the things that Elizabeth Warren says. I'm simply having a more expanded conversation. It's like an integrative model of health and healing. You need more than external remedies. You also have to address the psychological and emotional and spiritual issues that both cause disease and help to ameliorate it when it occurs. We need an integrative model of politics. The political conversation we have now is so stuck on the externals, but that is inadequate. We need to talk about the larger panoply of what is actually happening. Otherwise, you do what our political system does. You water the leaves of our democracy, but you're not watering the roots. And that's what I'm introducing, a conversation that I feel is the only one that is adequate to navigating and transforming these
And is that what you would do as president? Is the conversation what you're promising as president?
Well, first of all, the bully pulpit of the presidency is not to be undervalued. But even more importantly, it is the consciousness of the president that then drives his or her policy decisions, both in our domestic policies and in our international policies, where there are underlying ways in which we are not addressing our deeper humanitarian values and our deeper democratic values. Our democracy and our capitalism has swerved off course from an ethical center. I believe, yes, it is the job of the president to name this.
And again, we just have a short time, and you do have specific proposals and policies, and I'd like to get to a couple more of them right now. You are a candidate who believes that African Americans should receive reparations for slavery, specifically $100 billion paid out in a 10-year annual installment of $10 billion. Is this symbolic, or do you think this money goes to some practical purpose?
This is not symbolic at all. At the end of the Civil War, General Tecumseh Sherman promised to every formerly enslaved person 40 acres and a mule. And those 40 acres and a mule would have given a formerly enslaved population an opportunity to reintegrate, to integrate into free society. What happened instead, of course, was Black Code laws were passed in the American South, which ensured subpar social and political and economic opportunities for the former slave population. This was not addressed for 100 years until the Civil Rights Movement. And while the Civil Rights Movement gave Voting Rights Act, although that has been chipped away since 2013, and gave a lot of political opportunities that had not been there for the 100 years previous, it did not address the fact that we have not yet. Germany has paid $89 billion in reparations to Jewish organizations since World War II, and Ronald Reagan signed the American Civil Liberties Act, by which we paid every surviving member who had been interned during the World War II in the Japanese internment camps $22,000. I believe $100 billion given to a council that would apply this money to economic projects and educational projects of renewal for that population is simply a debt to be paid. And until we pay it, we will deal with these issues.
You are not a novice to politics. You've been a political activist for years. You also ran for Congress. People don't know this, in California in 2014. What do you see as your path to victory here for the Democratic nomination? Do you think you can win?
First of all, Donald Trump is president. So this idea of predicting who can win, you should throw all
Fair.
of that out the window. My strategy is not strategy. My strategy is that I seek to speak as deeply, articulately, and passionately as I can what I see to be the deeper truths confronting our nation, challenging our nation to live up to them. I'm speaking from the depth of myself to the depth of the American in all of us. This is not strategy. The whole strategic mind is part of the corruption of the political system. I'm not trying to figure out what to say to get people to vote for me. I'm seeking to have the conversation that I believe we need to be having. These are very serious times. We need to be very serious, deep thinkers. I'm not trying to get shallow or superficial so people will hear me. I'm inviting the American people to get deep with me. It's time for that, in order to address these times and to transform.
All right, hey,
Marian
you guys,
Wilson, we
I'm
appreciate
back.
you coming on and
So
having the conversation here. You're an
okay, Marian Wilson, she wants, basically, she's running for president. This is Oprah's spiritual advisor, and she wants the U.S. to pay up to $100 billion in reparation for slavery. Well, good luck with that, sis, but I'm glad that she's bringing that up as a topic, okay? I mean, because we do need a check. I mean, who else? I mean, the black folks ain't got 40 acres and a mule. But anyway, all right, the Nightbot then kicked out my damn audience. It threw me off. Anyway, who's still in the chat that the Nightbot didn't kill? Look at it. I mean, this is jacked up. I think it even blocked Tara, girl. That's not funny. People probably cussing me out. It then timed out. Mei-Ling, is Mei-Ling still there? Are you there, sis? Okay. How the Nightbot gonna come up in here and not reveal his fat little face? Girl. How come Amazon don't have her wrench? Because if I give you a wrench, then it can't mess with you. That's the only thing I do know.
Amazon does have a wrench.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't know how Amazon Cutie, the reason why I said don't block him, because it might do something or something. Okay. Mei-Ling, you still there? She said, I'm back. I had to get laundry started and the kids to bed. Okay, awesome sauce. So what do you guys want to, I mean, it's just an open platform tonight. We just chopping it up. Bailey, okay, Bailey cussing me out. She like, where's my wrench, bitch? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. All right. Well, it's just us up in here. Oh well, we can get our chat on. Amazon Cutie or Mei-Ling, why don't you call in? Yeah, no, Mei-Ling was beating me up. I could feel her in my spirit. She like, where am I rich? Where am I rich? You know? Girl, that darn Nightbot. Ugh. Girl, but you know what? I came on here just to go live, and we had this was a very, very great live. We talked about some real serious life issues that can be a true assistance to people. No wonder people keep trying to flag me. They know this underdog got some sharp teeth. Okay? Because we're going to trend the internet. Look at it. Who said that, Family Grind? We're going to trend the motherfucking internet.
Girl, Bonnie
No, you didn't. Okay. Bailey says she'll call in when, see, and I put, girl, no, you didn't. I see how you did it. Let me see. Okay, you got to put exclamation point, and he's supposed to show his punk ass head. Because I think when he shows up, then I can control him. If you can add a Nightbot and he start getting rid of people, girl, you came up with a good idea. What if the Nightbot come on just to mess up your YouTube channel?
Girl.
I don't know. Can we find
That's the next line, sis. It's Nightbot. Block it back. It's Nightbot. Block it back.
That's actually a good she said, oh, Bailey said, oh, well, I have a wrench now. Yay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through to my wrench thing and remove some people, because ain't no need for them to have a wrench if they're not over here supporting, at least, you know, every now and again. I know other people have lives and stuff like that, and you know, they're supporting other people, and I respect that. I ain't hating, because I be watching too, but at least rear your head, you know. We hit what is it called, a milestone 2K. That's pretty all right. What y'all think? Hey, well, Family Grind, what do you think about, anybody knows who to go through to get some good, reasonable, affordable renter's insurance?
Liberty Mutual.
Liberty Mutual is the shit, though. What Family Grind, girl? You just add shit. What is it? We're on our way to 2.5. Oh, is that, where is it at? What's the number at right now? I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't have all things together. I just wanted to come on here and be live and just top it up, just have a conversation. This is one of Nicole Reloaded's bipolar lives, okay? You never know what might happen, okay? And Amazon Cutie, I want you. I want Amazon Cutie to be strong. She said, time to take my meds. I'm out for the night since I have pneumonia. Oh, sis, you got pneumonia. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. I'll be using my extensive bedtime to binge watch your videos. Good night. I love you. I love you, Amazon Cutie. I will be emailing you. Okay, I will call you. I'll call you tomorrow. I promise. I'll give you a call. Oh, okay. Thank you, Maylene. Y'all make sure y'all say a prayer for Amazon Cutie to get better. I've had pneumonia, and that ain't no joke. That is no joke. Get you some of this black seed oil in your life, sis. Get some black seed oil. I just bought me another bottle.
Y'all gotta be careful because that black seed oil be high.
Girl, darn near $28 for a bottle, and it's only what, 8 ounces?
And it ran away. It was in your console, and it ran off.
Yeah, it ran off. Yep. I seen her running down the street, and I was like, "Where you going, bottle? Come back! Like I need you. Like I can't afford to keep. You know what I'm saying? To keep buying it to keep my body on a normal regimen of it, if that makes sense."
Yeah, that Cash App didn't show up. I didn't see it show up in the line, but maybe it went private. Get it privately.
Did you get the Cash App? Oh, you sent me a Cash App? Oh shit! Hold on. Oh, your daddy, girl, shut up. Wait a minute, Baylene sent Nicole a Cash App. I'm gonna start crying, y'all. You really sent me a Cash App, sis? Oh, Oh my God. Thank you, baby. Mei Ling sent me $20. I love you, sis. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Let me give her a heart. Okay, let me give her a heart. Is that how you do it? Oh, and her message was, she said, for the help with CPS. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much, because I really do need it. Thank you. I really appreciate that. God bless you for that. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That makes me feel so good. Oh, I'm just happy. I'm just really, really happy that Mei Ling and her kids together and her child's father are talking to each other. And, you know, we got to have these kids happy, because the devil is always working with his sneaky, nasty self. Give Mei Ling a round of applause. It's just me and you, Family Grind, but thank you, sis. I really, 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 truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. She said, I started journaling again every night on the 31st. And I find, yes, it's very healing. I haven't been able to actually journal recently because I've been doing these lives. And I didn't realize that these lives, they take a lot out of me, y'all. But, you know, if we're going to help people and help people fight up against the system and heal our spirits and our hearts, I got to make myself, you know, available. I just got to, but Family Grind, she said she's going to help me how to kind of schedule things a lot better and stuff like that. But, you know, hey, we on some bipolar shit right now, so.
Let me ask that.
Yeah, we on some, if they ask you what Nicole Reloaded channel is about, we on some bipolar shit, girl. You never know what you're gonna get. And people that got bipolar disorder are not, they're usually extremely highly intelligent. Catch that T, okay? Okay. Anyway, I wanted to read something with my blind ass. I wanted to read something. I want to give the Father, though, thanks for his goodness and grace and his mercy and his forgiveness of sin and loving us even when we don't love ourselves. I thank Shai is home. My security system went beep. All right. The dogs are being good. Where Chocolate at? Oh, okay. Sandy up here looking at the computer. Sandy need her a man. You need you a man, Sandy? She just winked at me, girl. My dog a hot mess. I will be going live soon, though, y'all. I mean, where I actually show myself. My skin has just been acting up. But I wanted to read a little something from the Bible. Let me see. Girl, this Bible raggedy is all outdoors. Oh. But that's a good thing, though. That means, girl, the paper's falling out. Jesus help us, Lord. Okay, it's Ecclesiastes chapter 5. Walk prudently when you go to the house of God and draw near to hear rather than to give the sacrifice of fools. For they do not know that they do evil. Do not be rash with your mouth, and let not your heart utter anything hastily before God. For God is in heaven and you on earth. Therefore let your words be few. For a dream comes through much activity, and a fool's voice is known by his many words. When you make a vow to God, do not delay to pay it, for he has no pleasure in fools. Pay what you have vowed. Better not to vow than to vow and not pay. Don't let your mouth cause your flesh to sin, nor say before the messenger of God that it was an error. Why should God be angry at your excuse and destroy the work of your hands? For in the multitude of dreams, in the many words, there is vanity. But fear God. If you see the oppression of the poor and the violent, perversion of justice and righteousness, in a province, do not marvel at the matter. For high officials watches over high officials. Hallelujah. Okay? And high officials are over them. Moreover, the profit of the land is all. Even the king is served from the field. He who loves silver will not be satisfied with silver, nor who loves abundance with increase. This is vanity. When God increases, they increase who eats them. So what profit have the owners except to see them with their eyes? The sleep of a laboring man is sweet, whether he eats little or much, but the abundance of the rich will not permit him to sleep. There is a severe evil which I have seen under the sun, riches kept from their owners to his hurt. But those riches perish through misfortune. When he begets a son, there is nothing in his hands. As he came from the mother's womb, naked shall he return, to go as he came, and he shall take nothing from his labor, which he may carry away in his hands. And this also is severe evil, just exactly as he came, so he shall go. And what profit has he who has labored for the wind? All his days he also eats in darkness, and he has much sorrow in sickness and anger. Here's what I've seen. It is good and fitting for one to eat and drink, and to enjoy the good of all his labor on which he toils under the sun. Hold on, you guys. Back up. Hi, baby. How are you? Sorry about that, you guys. My baby just came in and the dogs are barking. I'm gonna play some music real quick so I can get them calmed down. Hey, y'all. Is there anybody that's still there? Maylene, you still there? She put okay. And thank you, Family Grind. Family Grind, be on it. This is a very smart, educated, beautiful woman. And I am blessed to have her a part of my life. And y'all make sure, too, y'all go and subscribe to her. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, please make sure and go subscribe to her. Y'all make sure y'all check out my community based on back on the replay or whatever. And it'll let you know who I love and who you guys should subscribe to catch their content out. So anyway, I'm going to stay on here until 8 o'clock. But basically what I was reading was from Ecclesiastes chapter 5. And, y'all get with that's Solomon basically talking about, how people that are rich, just because they rich, God ain't hearing them because they rich is their God. And how powerful your mouth is and your tongue. That's why I got to learn how to stop cussing. But I don't mean to. It's just, I'll be cussing. But not to disrespect God. I can't help it. I'm bipolar. But anyway. Turn that down, baby.
I found that very, wow, I was just really intrigued when you just said that, their money is their God. Because I remember listening to a song by The Weeknd, and he said, and I quote, "My God is white, he in my pocket." So that's really true. And, out of the mouths out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So, when you listen closely, people will tell you who they are. I just want to throw that in, that you said that, because that is so true. Rich people, their money is their God.
I'm listening to you, Family Grind. God bless you. God bless you. Oh yeah. You know what? Hi, Goddess Sister Tarot. What you doing, baby? Won't you call in? Y'all make sure that y'all go subscribe to Goddess Sis Tarot. She has a amazing lives that she has. She talks about spiritual and all kinds of stuff that she touches on. This woman has a really, really good heart. I love you, sis. Thank you for coming by. She was like, I'm so mad, sis. I'm not even getting your notification. So you see, it took how many hours for you to get it? I'm just happy. If the Nightbot accidentally is trying to check you behind the scenes, I truly apologize about that. We've had a really, really great conversation. We've talked about fighting up against CPS, child support cases. We really didn't get into about no, we didn't get into child support. I'm sorry. We talked about child custody cases. And what else did we talk about, Family Grind? She said, thank you, Boo. I'm right here. What's the number? Oh, okay. Hold on. You would think that I would have this number, like know it by heart, but I don't. When you sing, you make you make things better. Hold on. I gotta go all the way back up. There it is. Sis, where's the damn number at? See, I'm gonna have to go back and read a lot of this because I feel like I missed out on stuff. I hope that nobody feel that they were neglected. My phone just went dingy, dingity, dingity. What is that? Girl, in this weather, well, you know what? Let's talk about something that I'm going through. And I was going to ask Goddess, thank you for coming in. I have an appointment tomorrow at my daughter's school. My daughter has missed, unfortunately, a lot of days out of school. She's in kindergarten. Family Grind, and everybody in the chat. She has asthma. She has asthma and bronchitis. Of course, you don't have asthma and bronchitis every day. But when January and February comes around, due to the weather, it affects her breathing. Yeah, you hungry? You didn't eat at your dad's house? You didn't eat anything? I'm sure, baby, that your daddy didn't all day long. You didn't. Oh, you farting? Okay. Okay. That means you hungry because you farted. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my baby girl. Say hi, Cheyenne, to the people. You ain't gonna say hi, you gonna be shy? Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me see. Goddess, did you call? Okay. Trying to do 20 things at one time. I lost Family Grind. Her phone could have possibly went dead. I do not know. Okay, let me call sis. Hold on. And once again, thank you to Maylene that donated to the channel. And she said, once again, she said, thank you, sis, for the help with CPS. God bless you, sis. I really appreciate that. Let me see. Hold on, Goddess. Did you call in yet, sis? Okay. Call in and give some of these people some of this goddess love. And my Nightbot girl been blocking people and cop blocking all night. There's been several people that then came in and the Nightbot then blocking people. Oh, cop blocking Nightbot. Okay. They're right here, baby. They're right here. They're on the I know what you're looking for, Pumpkin. Well, you know what? We just having a random conversation, Goddess. We can talk about whatever you like. You call in, the floor is yours. We on some bipolar shit tonight. Whatever comes up. Whatever comes up. You're more than welcome to call in if you want to. Y'all make sure that y'all go and subscribe to Family Grind. Subscribe to Goddess sis underscore Terrell. I'm gonna have to put you in my community so people can subscribe to your channel. She has some great content. And Family Grind is very knowledgeable. Mei Ling, she's awesome. Oh, you calling? Okay, hold on. Hold on, sis. I'm calling in too. I hate that music that the conference call has, so I just wait until somebody decides to call in and then. Okay. Are you there? Hey. what you doing, girl?
It's started from your airways. What's good?
What's good, sis? What's good? Can a sis get a read or something?
Let me pull out them cards.
Pull out them cards, sis. Tell me what my future holds, girl. Am I gonna get me a man? I mean a husband this year, honey? Is my, am I gonna be able to tickle a pickle this year or something? Like, am I gonna be able to pay Chase Bank off? I need to know what's going on. Girl, I was so blessed.
You're going to have to explain to me what I missed because I didn't catch everything.
Okay, well, basically, sis, I just decided to go live. It was just random. I realized that, that I hit 2K and I was a little happy about it. And I said, well, let me just go live. Thank you, baby. And I just said, I'll just go live and we'll just talk about random topics. Hold on. I said I was just going to talk about random topics, and then Maylene came in and shared with us a very uplifting prosperity report. She was fighting against CPS, and I gave her some advice from experiences that I had, and she kicked CPS ass, and she got her kids back and her family's restored, and you know. So basically, that's what we've been talking about, you know.
Congrats, Maylene.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she said,
Still here.
ain't that the bomb, girl? Ain't that the bomb.com? She got her babies back. The system was, this system is,
Okay.
so, you know, you can talk about whatever you want. If you want to check somebody, you can check somebody.
I've been asleep all day, but, you know, I would like to talk about a couple people, you know.
Oh, shit.
Bragging myself, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Really let loose on my channel.
Girl, who let loose?
You know.
Girl, who let loose on your channel, girl?
I would like to talk about my player card.
Oh, Lord, y'all better be careful. Y'all better leave my sis Goddess alone, okay?
I just want to touch on the subject, you know, because I hear that I am not content in these YouTube streets. I hear that I can't hold the audience in these YouTube streets. I hear that I need a group of people to keep people's attention in these YouTube streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've been trying to be real laid back lately. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like people just want you to say something. Like they just bring it out of you. And I've been trying to be mature about things. But let me say this, and I'll go ahead and start reading you.
Girl, wait a minute. Who coming for you? Girl, you know what? These falsified, demonic ass, hating ass demons. I don't care if you want to talk to the camera, girl, and it's just you and your mirror looking at your beautiful, thick, beautiful brown skin lips and your hair. It is your channel. If you want to stand and do the Tootsie Roll, if you want to show up on camera ashy and show how you put lotion on, or if you hate lotion, it's your channel. I don't give a fuck what anybody say about you, sis. Every time I find you live, girl, I turn you on and I watch. Now, the notifications is a hater. No, the notifications is a hater, girl. They be hating on me though, girl. Shit, the Nightbot. I done created the Nightbot, and now people finally coming in and blocked every damn body. The devil is a liar, girl. I'm not gonna give up. Go ahead and check these bitches, girl. I'm gonna step to the bathroom, but I can still hear you.
No, you know what? I ain't gonna bring all that drama on your channel, but I just wanted to say that this is really, you know, it seems like, you know, this YouTube world is a whole different little playing field. And I'm not used to that. Like, I'm used to pulling that, you know what I'm saying, problem. We can handle it. And they don't seem to do that in these YouTube streets. They really like to go back and forth, video record and cursing each other out 1,000 times. And I don't have time for that. But on to better things. I pulled your cards. And one of the first cards I pulled is the Hangman.
The Hangman?
In the reverse.
Oh, shit. Hold on,
girl.
Wait, say that again? Girl, wait a minute. I was in the bathroom. Yeah. Wait a minute, girl. Wait, hold on. What? No.
It's okay. You can show together.
Oh, Lord, girl. Do I need to sit down, girl? Let me take my medication. Hold on. No.
Go ahead,
girl. Oh, Lord Jesus. Hi, KTTV. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Oh, Lord. Okay. So
hey,
turn that, girl, turn that. It's
you and my boo got the same name.
Hey. Girl, she said she pulled the Hangman card. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, why that card always show up? Yeah, go ahead, girl. I'm nervous. Okay. Go ahead.
So you know what the Hangman means, so it's in reverse, which means that you are being very impatient.
Mm-hmm.
And have you been irresponsible lately?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I'm pulling for that one.
My mom passed away last year, so I don't know. I guess I'm just, I'm dealing with the fact that I lost her, and yeah, I made some mistakes.
It's causing a lot of irresponsibility and impatience for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna fix it though.
Yeah.
No.
Look, I tell people all the time, I tell you what the cards say. I'm not, whether good or bad, I gotta tell you the truth.
Right. Okay.
So, your second card is the King of Coins, and it's not in reverse. So, as far as economically, you're good. Romantic, you got somebody you're talking to?
No, I don't. I have no prospects or no. Like, it's dry over here, girl. Like dust mites. Like, it's dry. Like, I don't even have really too many male friends. I don't even have no. Who is he, girl? No, let me see.
You gotta push yourself out there, because whoever he is, he has a good financial means, and he has connections and acquired wealth. So you need to push yourself out there.
Push myself out there, like go where? What is he? Does it show he white or black? No, let me stop.
No, it don't. It don't say all that, girl.
Oh Lord! So Nicole got a man with some.
We all have our lives together. Okay.
Girl, where he at though? When do I need to go out? Look, I'm going to get my hair done this week. When, girl? No.
It's just like put yourself out there, baby. So.
Okay.
Maybe look, I look at it like this. At the time that you decide you don't want to be bothered, is maybe the time that you need to put yourself out there.
And I don't want to date. I'm not ready to, because I don't want to get my feelings hurt no more. I've been through too much. Girl, but you said, oh Lord, girl, I'm going to have to get my hair done, girl.
You blocking it.
I'm blocking it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Okay.
Guess what?
You there, sis? What happened? Hello? What happened to her? You there? I'm sure she'll probably call back. I don't know what happened. Let me see. Oh, she got disconnected, y'all. Come back, Goddess. She was telling me some good stuff, sis. Y'all make sure y'all go and like and subscribe to her, please. Oh, thank you, KT. It's been hard since I lost my mom. My mind it's been a hot mess. I'm not even gonna lie. My emotions they've been everywhere since my mom passed. I missed her so much. Okay, she's back. Hold on, let me turn it up. Girl, did the cards get up and start crip walking? No. Like, oh shit, that red Nicole, the cards that got up and walked out the goddamn room.
Girl, no, they did this to me last night. I was trying to have like a spiritual conversation, and they kept cutting me off. I said, well, is it because we're talking too much? What's going on?
Girl, the devil don't want to hear about no prosperity and no goodness going on in anybody's life. For
okay,
real.
So let me finish where I started. Because you have the 4 staffs in reverse, right?
Okay, the what?
And the 4 of staff in reverse.
4 of staff. Okay.
Yeah, which I was saying was it's the opposite. So the King of Coins and the 4 of staffs, you're keeping yourself. It's like you're getting in your own way. So how I said put yourself out there, it's pretty much saying the same thing.
That is true. I'm like entrapped within my own self. Okay.
But you are currently the only person in this
Damn! It hung up on her again. She said, I understand. KT said, I understand. I just lost my great grandmother in October. She was my best friend. I'm a 5th generation child. See, there you go, KT. So, you know, I'm an only child. I was adopted my mother was my best friend. She was my go-to. If I got emotional and wanted to be on some basically some she had me in check. She knew exactly what I was doing, man. God gave her that gift. Even though she didn't birth me in this world, my mother did birth me. I love you, Hattie Harris. I love you. Go ahead, sis. Oh, hate Nell's phone.
They keep cutting me off.
Girl, that's how you know that you telling me some real. That's how I know you telling some real stuff. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I usually charge, but you know, I've been feeling real nice lately.
I know you do, sis. The card should tell you my money's
like, I think these things need to be heard lately, so I've been on that type of situation. I mean, I know it'll come back to me 10 times full, so I don't worry about that. But let's get into your next card. So you have your next card is the Ten of Staves, right? And it's not in reverse.
10 of Staves?
So it's talking, yeah, 10 of Staves. And it's talking about pretty much how you said you just lost someone.
Mm-hmm.
But it will be followed by success. So don't let what happened deter you from everything.
Okay.
That you have done for yourself.
You're going to make me cry.
Right. And it also depends on your surroundings.
Mm-hmm. That's the reason why I cut myself off, though, Goddess. That's why I cut myself off. I don't know who to trust.
Right. Yeah. It's a tricky card. So be aware of what's going on. You may struggle, but in the end, you will have some success.
Success. Okay.
Now, don't forget, because I tell everybody this, you can alter your reading.
Right.
If you don't pay attention, or if you ignore the signs, your reading can be altered.
Right.
Okay?
That's
so
true.
Don't come back to me in a couple months talking about, Goddess, what happened? I don't want to hear that. Because I'm going to be like, did you listen to what I told you?
Right.
Okay? So, your next card is that I pull is the Ten of Coins, and it's not in reverse. Which means you will eventually be physically and emotionally okay in your home and in your family.
Oh, I'm going to cry.
Don't cry now. I can't get emotional tonight.
Okay.
I was crying last night. Okay? Girl, pick them sis up, please.
Okay, I'm not crying.
You good?
No, I'm not.
All right. Okay. Right now is the time to be secure. You will have financial and economic stability, but you need to stay on a straight and narrow as of right now. And like I said, pay attention to the other cards that I read, because at any time you can alter that. So even though I'm just reading to you, I know right now if you can go back in the replay and listen to everything I said so that you know what to do.
Okay. I will.
Okay, because it will become, even though you're sad right now, it will become a home of happiness. So you will get yourself together at the end of the day.
Okay, but it's up to me.
It's really remember your family and remember your well-being.
Okay.
Okay?
Wow.
Are you crying?
No.
I'm like, girl, I ain't talk to y'all later.
No, I'm not crying anymore. I don't want to lie to you. I did start crying.
I'm pulling an extra card because I heard what you were talking about before I started talking to you. And the last card I pulled was the Nine of Swords. And so, if you're having nightmares, or of course you're very stressful, you know what I'm saying? But if it's causing you to have nightmares, I'm gonna need you to start. I don't know what your religion is or anything, but
I'm Christian.
If you Oh, you're a Christian, so you don't like sage and all of that.
No. You can use, I don't know what people, I'm practicing under, I have a prophetess that I, reach out to, and she's actually teaching me the Bible in Hebrew. Okay, the original version. So yes, I can use sage, and this is actually confirmation because me and Family Grind, she was talking about you need to get some sage and frankincense, and I need to get some olive oil, and it needs to be blessed, and I need to start blessing my house. But go ahead.
Right. Okay, so because right now you're in a deep mental depression.
Yes, I am.
So you need to. And that's why I say, like, I don't, on my channel, we don't judge each other for whatever religion or spiritual.
Right, no, I know.
We all self-talk and have an open mind. So whatever you do to, like, relax yourself and heal yourself and clean the energy in your home, you need to do that more often.
Okay.
Okay? Because you're in a very, very deep mental depression. And we all know that depression can get worse.
I know, that's what I'm afraid.
If you don't,
I'm afraid of that.
Stop it. Now I know you're going to be sad. I'm not saying that now, but I'm saying at a point you have to stop it because you don't want to go off the deep end.
I know, and I'm like 5 seconds from like snapping because I'm constantly getting hit back to back to back to back to back. It won't stop.
Right.
It won't stop,
yeah.
And it's been going on for years.
You gotta put a stop to that. That's what I'm saying with your card. And you do have a male coming around, but it won't be until you put yourself out there and until you actually get your mental together.
A male coming around? What male? I ain't been nowhere. What male?
Of course you're not gonna say it yet, because you have step one right now.
That's true.
Okay.
Girl, and if he try to show up, he mess around and get cussed out. Like, what the fuck you want?
Exactly. You're not even gonna be able to be mentally ready for him because you think you gotta deal with this first. Okay? And I just came in on your live, so I don't want people to be like, oh, she heard the whole live. I did not. I just walked in.
No, she did not.
Sometimes my ancestors be like, girl, get up and read, even if you're charging on that. So I decided I wanted to pull your card because I felt the energy. So
thank you.
It helped you.
It has a lot more than you know, and I can't wait to, you know what I'm saying, get into a quiet place and sit back and you know what I'm saying, listen to it and get a, I understand, I have a gift too, and I feel like I always give to other people, but I don't give to myself. It's like, in a sense, like I neglect and I abuse myself. And I think a lot of us as women, we do that. We do that too.
So you're probably an empath and don't even know it.
What?
An empath.
Explain to the people what that is. If you don't mind.
An empath is someone that is able to take your emotions and actually put themselves in that position and feel the pain that you're going through, which probably is the empath within me caused me to pull your card. So
I'm a Cancer.
They call us overly sensitive and stuff like that, but we actually are kind of like the wound healers of the world,
right?
Say, we think we can take everybody else's pain and put it on our back, and we still have to be able to ground ourselves and heal ourselves too, because if we don't help ourselves, we can't help other people. Okay, so try to focus this on you.
That's a hard part for me because I don't know. I've always been the one to be like, no, the sink is, you know what I'm saying? The boat is sinking and all y'all just standing around not doing nothing.
Right. So let it sink and be like, it's not on me no more.
Yeah, and that's where I'm
at. That's what you need to be like for the next couple of months, okay?
Okay.
And then everybody that I talk to, when I'm starting off with them, I always tell them your very first thing you need to say is no.
No.
Say no. Because it's always the hardest thing to do. definitely with impact because we always want to fix or heal something.
Right. All the time. Even if you bleed, even if you bleeding out and it's rushing, you still trying to help somebody else.
Yep, you could be the one that got stabbed and you'll be bleeding all over the place trying to help everybody else. So focus on yourself, okay?
Okay. Well, do me a favor, sis. Let everybody know where they can find you and how they can go about getting a reading and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out your social media.
Girl.
Yeah, yes, girl. No.
So you can find me at Goddess C Tarot on YouTube, and you can it's also my same name on Instagram. So if you type it in the same way, you can DM me on Instagram and get in contact with me there. And I have the same name on YouTube, and I am Queen C on Twitter. So come and find me, and we can talk. And I don't just have to bring cards. I'm the type of person, if you want me to be a therapist for the day, I can do that too. So come and find me, and we can talk, okay?
Awesome. I'm definitely going to post you too in my community. I'm thankful that you came over. You remember I sent you a message and you was like, girl, I ain't never got no notification. I ain't never even got no notification from you. I know who you is, but I never thought you went live.
Right.
Some hating ass shit. Okay.
Yeah, girl. I was on live for like 3 hours last night talking about empaths and the clairs and spirituality. And girl, people were like, we can be good. You were live. So yeah, you're still playing games.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to stop by and show you some love.
No, I appreciate it.
Get off the phone. I'm gonna still be in the comments. I just felt like I needed to pull your cards real quick.
No, they weren't. I looked at the braids. Don't listen to her. That's not true. That's my baby. My daughter braided my daughter's hair, and her father.
Your hand is not in.
Her father has a new girlfriend, and they're engaged to get married. And she's in hair school. What is all of this on your back? Okay, I'll handle it. Just hold on. And okay, she's trying to convince my daughter that my oldest daughter is pulling her hair out, and it's not true. My daughter has hair all the way down to her ass, natural black hair.
What the hell is?
Well, because she had her hair French braided up all the way in a ponytail. She knows how to braid and put hair together. No, when she went to take her hair down, she pulled her hair out. Not my daughter. Nobody told that witch to take my daughter's hair down in the first place. That's what I'm saying. Cock blocking mother suckers. And the baby's so confused. She's trying to make her dad happy and be, respectful to his, you know what I'm saying?
Girl, I can't speak on that because in my situation, I'm a stepmama and I'm all damn tired, okay?
No.
I can't speak on that.
I understand. I've been on both sides. And my thing is this. I'm like, no, if that's what the mama say, did you get permission that I could, do this? I don't want to step on, on the mother's toes because I'm a mother. But, you got this, I don't know. From what I know, this chick is young. I'm not 100% sure, but, she doesn't have to worry about me. I don't want him. That situation is dead and over with, and we have a child together, and that's about it. And that's it. I don't call him. I don't bother him. I don't interfere in his life or her life, and that's the best way. Even the card says I don't bother nobody. So I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out of sight, out of mind. You're dead to me.
Right.
Ashes to ashes. You're dead to me.
Right. I was gonna say eventually, look, the damn woman can't get up the phone talking stuff.
You don't want me involved.
Just how you got
They don't want me. I stay out of it as long as my baby's not hurt. And every time she come back, I don't want to be one of them picky mothers. She coming back with scratches, patches of hair missing. You know what I'm saying? Like little stuff, like, like what? So I'm supposed to contact my papa and be like, Dad, we got to go to court because she got patches of hair missing. Like, leave my daughter. Don't touch her. Don't touch her hair, dude. And stop blaming that my daughter's pulling her hair out when she didn't do her hair. She's in college and working and got 4 jobs. She hadn't touched her hair. You've been doing her hair. So don't try to make it seem.
Your other daughter.
Yeah, my oldest daughter was doing Cheyenne's hair, but his girlfriend, or I want to be respectful, or future wife or whatever she is, you know what I'm saying? But every time she come home on a Sunday, it's something new. She got scratches. All it's from that dog. And I don't want to be. I'll rub some cream on it. It's just just stuff that and. Okay, I'm gonna rub some cream on it. But thank you, Goddess. I really, really appreciate it.
No problem.
If anybody else want to call in, but hold on real quick. Tell me about, you said when you came in about people said that you're not content, or what's that all about?
Yeah, well, I recently tried to get together with a couple of people and make some money with them through a podcast, and I'm being played to be the bad guy as of right now. So that's why I said I'm not even going to go into it, because, I still have them putting on content, and they haven't. So it doesn't even matter at this point.
So basically, you got some haters.
Just to help people. It backfires, and sometimes I just blame being an empath and try to help people. And being too good of a person sometimes, it can really make you out to look like the bad person when you're just protecting yourself.
Right. No, you're 100% right.
Yeah, like I always say, guard your energy, because there are people out here that feed off of it.
And if they'll attach themselves to you like leeches, and I call them energy suckers. Energy
vampires.
Yeah, energy suckers and energy vampires. They'll latch onto you and try to take all your energy and then go. But the thing is, they have to. Good
while you drain.
Right. Yep, and then they come back and try to get more, but they never can maintain it because they don't have it on their own. They're weaklings.
Yep.
And God has a special place. God has a special place for people like that.
That's 100% true. So.
Yep, he sure does. Well, thank you, sis. I'm definitely gonna post you in my community. I know that you got a lot of work to do. I don't want to hold you up. You made my night.
I was getting rushed today. I said, look, y'all win me out.
Okay.
Very well. Okay, I said we will resume on Monday. I can't. I gotta rush too.
Shoot. Okay, we got Terrell is in the chat. Hey Terrell, how you doing? We got Goddess over here on the line. We just chopping it up, and she came through and gave me a spiritual hug. And man, sis, I know God spoke to you. I know he did.
Girl, they tell me my energy just be coming through the damn airwaves and through online. So I said, well, why not let me call and give her some of this energy? I felt like you needed it.
You know I did. You know.
I'm like, my space while I'm talking to you. But I hope that you caught some of this frequency and everything will be okay. Just don't forget, like I said, watch the replay and don't forget the things that I said. Okay?
No, I'm not. No, I'm definitely not gonna forget, because the things that you said already have been in my mind and in my spirit. I don't do tarot cards or anything like that, but I do have the gift of discernment. And sometimes, like when I see things and I feel things, especially when it comes to like helping people, and that's the reason why I think that I end up going too far trying to help people, is because I had a vision, you know what I'm saying, or something about them. I'm like, maybe I can, if I help them, maybe I can stop it. But that's when you starting to play God and the ruler and all that other stuff, and that's where I end up making mistakes.
Girl, you sound a little spiritual too. You might be coming on over here in a while, girl.
Girl, I'll come over there. Girl, I said, I didn't told these people, y'all better stop messing with me. I'm gonna have to pull out my candles, my frankincense. I gotta step my game up, get my, my incense going, and my olive oil. I'm gonna start slinging olive oil all over on people's channels. They better leave us alone, girl. I'm gonna start my barbecue up and write a nice little letter to Jesus and the angels and everything about how they better back off and set their ass on fire and dig them a hole in the backyard. It's their choice. Just leave us alone.
Wow. I'm glad you decided to take my reading, because a lot of people that are religious don't. So I'm glad you were open minded.
I'm not religious, sis. I'm spiritual.
Right. Okay. So you over here. Okay. So I'm glad you decided to let me read you, and I appreciate you.
No,
and
I appreciate you too.
To everything I have said.
And the reason why I know that you're telling the truth, because the cards even revealed, I have been stressed out. I am depressed. A lot of people did not know that, because I be smiling and laughing. And you think when I come on here, people do actually have a life outside of outside of YouTube. But I had a lot of people.
You know how many cards I pull, and people be like, oh wow, hold on. Like, you going to, how you know that? Like, I'm telling you, I get that same reaction all the time. And I'm like, listen, it's not me, it's the cards and my ancestors. And they decided this is what you need to hear at this moment. So it's not me. I'm just a middleman.
Right. Right. You just sharing with the people. If they look, you can either accept it. People can either accept it or reject it. You know what I'm saying? God put people in your life for a reason, and people come and give you messages. Ever since I was young, people that spiritual leaders and stuff like that will come to me and say, you have a gift, but you have they would tell me sometimes I was a triple threat, because I dealt with depression when I was younger. And I'm glad that you said that, because I told this to my friend K Love last week, that if I don't be careful, I'm going to end up slipping into a deep depression and I might not come out. Because I don't get depressed like other people. I mean, I will totally shut down and go mute. I will not talk. I will not do anything. And I know I'm not going to let the devil, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give him that kind of power. But I know, because I'm getting, just like the card said, if you pull number 4, I got 4 children. So I know what those represent. I'm getting hit from every side. I'm in a lion's den, even though I'm the mama lion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta come up out of it.
Yep.
All right, boo, I'm gonna go, but I hope you got some things from the reading, and I'm glad I can help you.
No, well, definitely. You guys go once again. Go. Okay, my baby wanted to say something, but she's being shy. I'm gonna repeat what she's saying. She's whispering. You want to tell? She wants to. Okay, go ahead. Tell me in my ear, and I'll repeat it. Tell me. It's okay. Okay, what she said is that she said, even though we support God, we have to stop giving the devil one over us. Right? Now she's 6 years old. I think that kind of summed it up. That's the truth. If you give the devil,
you might want to pay some attention. The kids be the ones that had the strongest gift.
Yeah.
They don't have to grow up. They're not where we at when we swap our gifts and stuff. It's so strong for them. And you know
when you said God is 2, another thing that you said in the reading about bad dreams, it's my daughter that's having the bad dreams.
Yeah, your daughter is probably clairvoyant.
Yeah, she has a gift. Vision. Yeah, she does. She sees vision. She be walking and talking and I'm trying to figure out how to handle that. Like, she got a gift and it's powerful. Like, she be saying stuff like, what?
Yeah, you will have to talk to me on my phone broke, but once I figure out my password and my Instagram, you might have to talk to me so that we can make sure her visions and everything stay intact and in tune and are not pushed off, because a lot of parents, when they don't know how to deal with that, They try
Oh.
to, stop. You don't see anything, or they try to act like, just to depress it,
Right. I gotta ask you a question. Family Grind just brought up something. Last night, well, early this morning, me and Family Grind was talking, right? And
Oh, I can't see the chat. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's okay. Me and Family Grind was talking, and I have both of my Bibles on the couch. I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, just prayer and rebuking the devil and preparing our minds. Is that right, Family Grind? And girl, the couch lifted up and moved by itself, as God is my witness. And I believe Family Grind was like, what was that noise? My couch got up and moved. What the firecracker was that?
Probably the ancestors. I'm telling you, you gonna put that Bible down after a while. It's putting real deep. And you're not gonna like it because you're gonna start seeing stuff, hearing stuff, and people gonna think you crazy, like they thought I was crazy. You're gonna start predicting stuff. Your daughter already sees visions. Ancestors get mad after a while because they're like, okay, you're not listening to me. I said it last night on my live. I went live for almost 3 hours, and I talked about how I was, and I ignored it, and I laid down to go to sleep and got punched right in the head, and I hopped up and was like, what in the hell was that? And my husband looked at me like,
girl, you got socked in the face, girl. Girl, I've been getting punched in the face. I got attacked by some imps after my mama's funeral. Girl, and all these people came that I ain't seen in years, and they crying and stuff. Like, girl, why are you here? Why are you here? You owe my mama like $5,000. Each one of you wretched, disrespectful, bald-headed, ugly, demonic looking, who still wears yaki hair? Get your ass out of here. Fuck still wears yaki. I'm no hate to anybody that wears yaki, but I mean, where do you get that at? No hate against no yaki, but damn.
Now that you told me that, you need to start paying attention to the small signs, because clearly somebody is either trying to communicate with you.
I wonder, was that my mama or something? Like, you need to pull it together.
Could be. What did you just lose your mom, right?
You want to go visit Grandma's grave? Okay.
You just lost someone, right?
Yeah, my mother passed away.
Right. She probably the one moving the couch because
she the one who bought it too. Like it, yeah.
Probably trying to smack it back into you.
Girl, I was like, what the heck was that Family Grind? She heard it. She said, what was that? I was like, girl, the couch didn't.
Sometimes they want you to move on because they need to move on also.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can hold on to them so much that we're holding them here.
Could I be holding on to her like that? For real?
Yeah, so you can be keeping her here because your pain, you don't want to let it go. But she's okay.
I know she okay, but am I holding her here like for real? No.
Girl, they used to just say your couch move. That can't happen. What more you need to know?
Oh Lord Jesus, girl, you got okay. Woo! Well, y'all, once again, drop your links too down in the chat too, sis. We're gonna take a break. I'm pulling my sister off. She didn't share with y'all. Terrell, you're more than welcome to call in. Give me about 5 minutes, and I need to talk to her real quick in private. Don't hang up yet, sis. Y'all listen to this retro ass song, and you better enjoy it. I don't know. I need to learn how to do that. Stop myself from like Right.
That's all I mean. And so you do what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying. Yep. You know, and I'll share that, you know, when I stepped away, y'all weren't able to hear but you know, I'll talk about that on, you know, on a later live, because I don't want to end up, you know, crying. But it was just basically the
Right. I don't want them to be like she came back and was their daughters had her.
no, no, but you know, my dad, he still thinks about that. I can't believe the sun came out. And I said, Daddy, I wish I would have had it recorded. I'm not saying that my dad didn't believe me, but when stuff like that happens, I think sometimes people are like, this is mystical. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, there's no way. I specifically asked God, if my mama with you, if this is my mama with you in heaven, if she can see what's going on right now. And I kept saying, God, I'm so cold, because I was shaking like a leaf, because I was cold. But it was also grief. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and that sun came out and it shined so bright on me and my father, the pastor, and my kids, but it was mainly on me and my daddy. And I felt like that was her saying, like, you got to take care of these kids. They in the sun, but they need to move over just a little bit. And after that, that's when I was able to put her roses on top. And, you know, people thought that I was crazy because I didn't really cry at my mom's funeral. I think that people wanted me to like fall apart and roll into the grave with her and all, you know, and act a fool and shit like that. And I didn't do that, you know.
That's me all day.
Mm-hmm. And I wasn't.
That's me all day, so I understand.
I wasn't gonna do that because, you know, I knew for a fact she was in a better place, but I just needed a sign. And and girl, like if you look up the weather that day, it was cold, it was misty, and that sun came out like that was. I don't know if they keep record of that. Also, too, my uncle died the same day my mother passed away.
Oh wow.
Yes, they both. If my uncle lived in Baltimore, Maryland, so you know there's a 3-hour difference. If they would have been in the same state, they would have died 2 minutes apart.
Oh shit.
Right. Mm-hmm. So while they were coming to pick up, my mom's body and stuff like that, my cousin comes up to me and she's like, Uncle John passed away. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, Uncle John passed away. And I was like, what? She kept saying it over and over to me for like an hour and a half. And I kept saying, what? I don't understand. What do you mean? Like, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me. And your
body couldn't handle it.
And the mortuary wasn't even able to, I think the last time a brother and sister had passed away, that has the same mother and the same father was, I believe, Louis the 13th or the 3rd or something like that.
Right.
Like it's like hitting the lottery like 10 times. Like the odds of it are very slim.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep, girl, some deep stuff, huh?
Yeah, so you definitely need to. I see why. Okay, so maybe it's the reason I pulled you. I mean, sometimes, like I said, I feel drawn to people. Mm-hmm. So I felt like I needed to pull your cards, and maybe it's because the ancestors that I saying you need to hear a message and get it together, even though it's hard.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know. Sometimes we just gotta get it together for us to live another day.
Yeah, life is, and I get that. Life is hard. It get, I believe that God don't give you nothing that you can't handle. I think a lot of people get, caught up in the church rhetoric and, and versus the spiritual, because, having a relationship with God is an individual thing. He don't care about the big old hats and the red bottoms and the Louis Vuittons. It's about speaking with him and fellowshipping with him on an intimate level. you know,
Right.
and that's what I'm doing my best to learn. It's easier said than done because you get hit with, when you constantly get hit with stuff constantly back to back, it can either turn you cold or it can turn you into a soldier that's ready for war. And I'm a soldier ready for war, and I got a lot of wounds. But
Right, that's why I think that's why I said I think I was thinking to pull your cards, but if you can receive a message instead of somebody, you know, just saying, hey, it's gonna be okay. Somebody actually pulling your cards saying, all right, now.
yeah, it was just
Come on, let's get it together because you got other people to live for.
right. It was confirmation. That's all.
Yep.
It was confirmation that I needed, and I thank you, and God bless you, and I would definitely be over there. I do be over there, just I watch, because I know there's a lot of people that are a lot of haters. Thank you, Planet of the Fakes, Kanika's channel.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby, for coming in. But there's a lot of haters, and they want to. There's a lot of separation, unfortunately, in the African American community, on YouTube in this kind of sector. You know what I'm saying? And I want to lift people up. I want people to be able to get out of whatever they're going through, and to know that they're not alone. Like, you're not the only one hurting. You're not the only one. A lot of us are suffering in silence.
People tell me all the time that I should have way more subscribers than I do. But like I tell people, it's within due time. People will see.
They will come.
So my energy is always. So I'm okay with the people I have now, and I'm glad that I'm able to help you guys and help you guys. I'm not perfect. Y'all know I cry.
Yeah.
And laugh on my channel too with y'all. So
yeah,
we all in this thing called life together.
I've been in the background, like okay, sis cried. I can't. Let me go to You know what I'm saying? No, but I'm there. I understand. I get it. We're humans. I mean, the days that if a real woman, a human being can't let a tear down, that's a dangerous thing. That's an atomic bomb waiting to explode and will destroy anything that is around.
In this past.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, babe. Well, let me get off this phone. I appreciate you, and I'm glad that I was able to help you tonight.
No, thank you.
But honey, I get up in the morning, so I'm gonna still get in the chat, but I gotta get off the phone.
No, it's all good. I love you, sis. Thank you so much. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna close this out anyway. We've been on for a while. Unless somebody else wants to call in or whatever. Nicole Reloaded is unloaded and ready to lay down.
Okay, babe.
All right. Thank you, baby.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
Okay. Cheyenne said, "Are you guys loaded up? Is Deathquake in here? Hi, Blessing KC. Thank you for coming by, Mama. Hey, anybody that's in the chat, y'all more than welcome to call in. We just having a regular smuggler conversation about how we, about life and how we feel. And God is just called. I don't know, is Family Grind still there? I am blessed and highly favored by the Lord. How are you doing? Blessings, KC. Thank you for coming by. Terrell, are you still there? I think that we touched on a lot of topics tonight. We talked about a lot. We talked about a lot of stuff, and I hope that people listen back to the replay, that that God will bless them and give them some comfort in their soul and in their hearts. Y'all make sure and do me a favor and subscribe to the Family Grind. Subscribe to Goddess _SI_Tarot, as well as the Planet of the Fakes, Kanika's channel. And yeah, I don't know what to do now. So if anybody wants to call in, I will stay on. You're more than welcome to call in. I don't know if the number is in the chat. Let me see. If you want to call in, I played this a little bit earlier, but we had a long chat, so I'm going to play this again.
Any questions?
Good morning. I ain't got my bonnet job because I'm traveling, but I wanted to give you this morning. This little gem. Stop trying to fight battles that are already won, okay? Get into it. Listen, here's the thing. There are people out there that are going to try to belittle you. They're going to slander you. They're going to lie on you. They're not going to uplift you. They're not going to support you. They're not going to encourage you. They're going to try to speak negativity over your life. And then here you go, trying to defend yourself against the attacks of the enemy. For what? Showing up for a fight that is already won. You see my shirt? Just God already got your back. And every time you show up, you pull yourself into the negative drama that people are trying to bring you into. You don't need to be at the fight, sis. Pack up your equipment and go home because God got you covered. And that's what I need you to know this morning. Amen.
Amen. That's a positive word from Tammy Roman. She has the Bonnet Chronicles, but she seems to be dropping some gems. She definitely drops gems about positivity. So anyway, nobody else is calling in. So I love you guys. Thank you once again for coming and sharing with me. We're going to close this live out. And, thank you, Heavenly Father, for this day, for your goodness and grace, your mercy, and your forgiveness of sin. Bless all that has watched and who's going to watch in the future. Protect them and bless them financially, physically, spiritually, and mentally. May all of your weeks be blessed. And thank you, Heavenly Father, for listening to this prayer, what you're going to do and what you already have done. In the mighty name of Jesus, Yahshua HaMashiach. Thank you, sis. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Thank you, Blessing KC. Don't be a stranger. Y'all make sure you come back. Make sure you guys subscribe or whatever. Hit your girl up. You can email me, cash at me at Nicole's Reloaded. And yeah. All right, y'all. I'm out. I love you. 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 Bye.